Hey everybody, how's it going? You can probably tell I'm losing my voice or have lost my voice. I'm sorry about that. You're gonna have to deal with it. I'm Asa. I'm one of your hosts here. This is No Bones About Wrestling. This is our kingdom. This is where we live. This is where we take your questions and comments, and this is where we watch a lot of wrestling too, to get down to the nitty gritty. So, as I said, I'm Asa, one of your co hosts for this evening. Kay Fabulous, the hostess with the mostest.
Hey guys.
She is also the co host of AEW Weekly, which airs Tuesdays at 7 and wraps up the past week of AEW. So, tonight we're doing a pay per view watch along. Willy is going to be joining us, and Dylan may join us. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was so late. It was unavoidable. I apologize.
We're here now. That's all that
We're
matters.
here now. So we're gonna chit chat. Let me find my book. It's right there. Yellow, right there. See it
Nope, but I'll look.
under the table. Yellow spine. No, on the shelf.
Oh,
See it? Yellow spine.
that says Super Mario Bros.
No. It's on. It's horizontal.
Oh, I see it.
Sorry about that, folks. So thank you, Kay.
Mhm.
So yeah, we're gonna chit chat for a couple minutes, and if you've done this before, you know how it works. If you've not been with us before, we'll chit chat for a couple minutes, let some more people get in the room, and then at some point, and this is not the countdown, but at some point I will do a countdown. I'll say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play, and then we all press play together.
So while we're waiting for
Willy's here.
Hey, wow, that was fast, Willy. Hey, Antonio.
I'm sorry I was so late, Willy.
Hello.
Sorry about that.
Antonio says, "Hey."
Hey, Antonio, what's up? I'm losing my voice, so
No, it's
if
all
y'all
good. I
keep-
literally just
Oh,
What?
we've lost your sound.
Can't hear you.
Oh,
Anyways,
sorry.
What'd you say?
I said I just walked in the door.
Oh, okay. You don't need a break or anything. You're just jumping right in.
I just jumped right in.
Is it because 1998 Royal Rumble looks like the best Royal Rumble based on the card?
I did not look at the card.
Oh, well,
so go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, Ace is gonna run down the card in a little bit, unless you're
Okay.
not.
You can run it down.
But isn't it gonna tell me who wins?
If you read out, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I already know who wins.
Oh,
No, don't be.
Really?
I don't know.
That's why.
I do my homework. What do you want?
Wait, do you know all the matches or just the Rumble?
Just the Rumble.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
Just the Rumble.
I was gonna say, just for future reference. I'm sorry about my voice, everybody.
That's all good.
For future reference, and for those of you who want to watch an old show but don't want to be spoiled, just search, such and such a show, non-spoiler card, and Cage Match usually will have non-spoiler versions of the card.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool on their part.
That is very cool.
So if you haven't been with us before, go to your Peacock account or wherever you are finding the 1998 Royal Rumble. Try and pause it at 0 seconds. So you're going, if you're on Peacock, just search Rumble. That's what I did. And once I got RUM, it was the first thing that came up. And you're going to 1998, press play and then press pause immediately. If you're not fast enough, you can always just go up to restart and then immediately press pause.
Well, what I say to do is press play and then it will inevitably, it'll play for like 2 or 3 seconds. So press play, let it play for 2 or 3 seconds, then press back, then press pause immediately.
Okay.
If that made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do the same thing, but just
then you're at 0. You want to be at 0. So we got some people coming in. Switch, hey, what's up, man? I'm doing okay, except my voice, which you'll hear, yeah. But otherwise, we're doing great, yeah. Glad to be here on a Friday night. Watching Royal Rumble 98. Nice. Good
98.
show. So we got we got the Rumble itself, which is of course 30 men. I'm not sure if China was around, so it might be 29 men and one woman. I'm not sure.
Actually, I think it was.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
thought this is the first one with a woman?
98 or 99. I know it's either one of those two.
Switch says you're sounding like Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you trust me? Can you trust me? Can
He's
you
out of the
trust
hospital,
me?
by the way. Just some.
I didn't
Never
know.
trust a
snake.
Yeah, on Friday he went to the emergency room at like 2 a.m. because he was having stomach pains and a fever.
Oh.
And he has COPD, and so they like have to be extra cautious.
Yeah.
And while he was there, he got diagnosed with like several other health conditions. But he's like glad that happened because now he can get those taken care of. He posted something on Twitter, I want to say, or maybe he said something on a podcast. But
Did you tell me about that?
it was in the AEW news for the show that we didn't do.
I did not hear that. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, prayers and
Mhm.
best wishes out to Jake the Snake.
Yeah. So I think he'll be off of TV for a little bit, and that's why I think we haven't seen him.
That stinks. That stinks. Where was I? Okay, so yeah, we got the Royal Rumble, 30 men, or maybe 29 men and one woman. The
Maybe.
winner gets the world title shot at WrestleMania 14. The current world champion, Shawn Michaels, the leader of Degeneration X.
Degeneration.
Degeneration. And so anyways, and Shawn has his own match tonight at the Rumble. He's putting the world title on the line against The Undertaker in a casket match.
I'm so
Oh.
excited.
Wow.
So-
Okay.
So WrestleMania will either end up being Shawn Michaels versus the winner of the Rumble, or I almost gave it away, or The Undertaker versus the winner of the Rumble. So we'll see. And try to not look up the winners. It's more fun for us all because I remember who won the Rumble, and I remember who won the world title match. I don't remember anything else though. So
You want some cough syrup?
yeah, I'll take some cough syrup.
Buckley's. It tastes awful and it works.
Yeah. Switch said, "My poor brother, you're a soldier. Get better, Asa." Well, I do this for you. I do this for our people. And so we can have fun. It's fun for me.
Yeah, of course.
What else have we got on the show? Eventually, we are going to start. I'm just waiting for some more people to get in the room here. So Willie, yeah, if you want to retweet, and Kay, if you want to retweet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sorry, I forgot to do that.
Okay, so we got the Rumble, we got Taker versus Shawn in a casket match. We have the World Tag Team Champions, the New Age Outlaws, who are not yet members of DX. They are defending the belts against the Legion of Doom. For my money, the best tag team of all time. Oh,
Yeah, it's gross. Sorry.
we also we have something pretty unique for WWF. We have a trios luchador match, and I believe the teams it's one normal wrestler and two minis.
Regular sized.
One regular sized wrestler and two minis versus one regular sized wrestler and two minis.
What?
So I'm looking forward to that one very much. I forget everyone's name in the match. Nova is in the match, but I'm not sure if that's the American Nova, formerly known as Supernova in ECW.
Tarantula is in there.
Tarantula is in the match, correct? So that'll be fun. I don't know how it got on the card, but that'll be fun.
And Sunny is the guest referee.
And Sonny is the guest referee.
Yep.
All right.
Is that the background? Like,
Yeah.
That's what's going on in the backdrop. I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
It's like, what? We got like mini Power Rangers in there, and then some woman. Okay.
Yeah.
I was so confused. It's like, is this what I'm going to be in for in the show?
What else do we got going on?
There's a Mick Foley match.
Ooh.
Is there? I don't think so.
I thought there was.
I
I thought I
don't
read
think so.
that.
I could
Oh.
be wrong. Like I said, I tried not to read too much about the card. The Rock faces Ken Shamrock.
Mhm.
The Rock
Mm.
may have been Intercontinental Champion at this time. I do not recall, but I know those two face off.
I believe Vader's in the opening match.
I believe Vader is in the opening match. I believe Vader faces the artist formerly known as Goldust,
Yes.
which is
Mm.
one of Dustin Rhodes' many personalities. But both those guys can work their asses off. So I think we'll see a good match. Dustin Rhodes went through a period of alcohol and drug abuse, which, he openly admits. So at some points he did not do his best work. So we'll see what he's like here. But if they're both performing well, that could be a very good match. Could be a match of the night contender. Although I think, just looking at the card, unless I've forgotten something big, I think we're probably looking at Shawn Michaels and Undertaker as the match of the night.
Yeah, I would think so, judging from the card you just said to me. So
Let me see. Let me see if there's something I forgot.
and I believe I was gonna say something, but no, I don't know if this is much of a spoiler. I don't know if I want to say
I don't
it.
want any spoilers.
No spoilers.
I'm not spoiling the result.
Kay's never seen it.
Go ahead, Willy.
Oh no. It's not true. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. It's not
Okay.
true.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh, 98. All right. Royal Rumble again, 98, everybody. Vader versus the artist formerly known as Goldust.
Formerly, not currently. Formerly.
Yeah.
We got the 6-man with one regular size and 2 minis versus one regular size and 2 minis. Intercontinental title match. The Rock defends against Ken Shamrock. Casket match for the world title. And the Rumble. That's it. So 5 matches. So should be a good show.
Mhm.
And everybody who's in, we'll give it another minute. Switch says, "Hey, my poor brother, you're a soldier. Get better, Ace."
You said that. I think you read that already.
Thank you for what y'all do. I love when I have time to yap in with y'all. Your top guys and lady are awesome.
Hey,
Thank you very
Thank you,
much,
yeah.
Switch. We
thank
appreciate
you.
He also says he has some facts about a few matches, but he doesn't want to spoil it.
Don't spoil. Yeah,
no,
Kay has never seen it.
He's saying,
Yeah,
so
that was what I was
he's
gonna say. It's
also
like I thought I had a
yeah.
fact, but it wasn't true. I was gonna say it, but I was like, nope, that's not true. It wasn't.
Yeah, Switch, I appreciate you. Wait until after the matches. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I've seen it, but I haven't seen it in 27 years. So
All right, we ready?
we'll see what it's like.
Yeah,
Well,
I got my show. I got my show loaded up. So
Okay.
Yeah, everybody, make sure you got your show loaded up,
Mhm.
ready to go, paused, whatever you're doing.
And if you have to step away at any point, like you're always welcome to jump back in. We do time checks periodically throughout the show, so if you get off for some reason, like off sync with us, or out of sync,
if your show buffers as well.
yeah, you're able to catch up eventually because we'll tell you
At some point, we'll, at random points, we'll be like, okay, we're at 14 minutes and 30 seconds, or
Yeah,
all right, we're at 21 minutes, so you can get caught back up.
we're at 1 hour 23 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
So right now we're at 0 minutes.
It should be at zeros, all zeros.
Okay, you want to count us in?
Why don't you do the countdown?
So
and it's gonna be. This is not the countdown.
I can talk. Okay. I'm gonna count from 5 to 1 and then say play. So wait till I say play to press play.
Okay.
Right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Sweet.
There we go. Here we go. Royal Rumble 98. Thank you for joining us, everybody.
And I don't know if I said this at all, but this is the first time I'm watching the pay-per-view, so I'm in for a treat.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm excited. This is the one when we first said we were going to do Royal Rumble, so I was like, oh, this one. So I'm excited.
Very good roster they had at this point. Like,
yeah, I see that. Just look at the people in the intro.
In that video package, that's when you know you're in for a good show. So many great people.
Who's that guy?
that's one of the Harris brothers. They suck.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
I was gonna say I didn't recognize that guy at all. Fucking Thrasher or Mosh, whoever that was.
That was Mosh.
That was Mosh. I can't tell the headbangers apart. I'm sorry.
Mosh has a fatter head than Thrasher.
Once in a lifetime chance to become the next ever parent to the throne.
I'm diff.
1-800-COLLECT presents
1-800-COLLECT. I need
Yeah,
to
and I was
call that
looking for
number.
graphics for this. There was a lot of 1-800-COLLECT graphics.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Opening pyro.
I'm excited. I love watching these old pay-per-views, I tell you.
I'd be scared to have a sign if I was near the pyro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just set on fire. Well, I think I remember it was like a couple years ago. I think it was at the Royal Rumble 2022, when the WrestleMania sign caught on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, like the actual like banner for the show, or like someone's poster that said WrestleMania?
No, it was like the banner. It was the actual WrestleMania sign.
Okay.
Was that the pandemic WrestleMania?
No, 2022. It was the first one after the pandemic. They had a live crowd.
Ooh, they got the blimp. The coveted 1-800-COLLECT blimp.
Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to call 1-800-COLLECT to
Does that
order
still
your
exist?
pay-per-view now.
No.
Speaking of collections, I made an investment and I'm gonna get my first replica title
Oh,
in the
cool.
span of a couple days.
Which one did you decide on?
I decided on the Oval Intercontinental Championship.
That's cool. I don't know what that looks like. Is it what year? Like, when is that from?
It was like the 2000s ruthless aggression attitude era ish. I could send a picture.
It was the one Ric Flair had.
Yeah, the one Randy
Hey,
Orton
Mike
had.
Tyson. Iron Mike
What?
Tyson.
Oh my goodness.
Switch asked, what do y'all think of the entrance set?
I don't know the entrance, and I don't want to be spoiled. So
No. This is the actual entrance way.
Oh, the tunnel? Yeah, I love it.
It kind of reminds me of like AEW's tunnels, you know, just having a circular one with like very simple.
What is gold dust?
It's okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not bad, but it doesn't do anything for me either.
I feel like it doesn't make clear the importance of the event.
Exactly, I agree.
But it still looks cool.
It doesn't get
like
over
a regular entrance.
It doesn't get over the grandiosity of the Royal Rumble. I mean, we're fighting for a world title shot here. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is supposed to be the night any man can win a world title shot.
I have not seen Dustin Rhodes dressed as the artist formerly known as Goldust before. That is a fascinating outfit.
He walked out on his wife.
He sort of reminded me as like Beetlejuice when he was coming out.
Me too. And then he also has the black thong on the outside of his outfit, like Asuka does.
What the fuck?
And then you see right here, Goldust attacking his adversary tonight.
Man, this doesn't age well in today's society standards.
Oh, that's fine.
I feel like
he could probably be senator today.
But
I mean, because he went back and forth between being a heel and a face as that character, right? Or at least as Goldust.
Yeah.
The man they call Vader.
I am so scared of Vader that like looking at him creeps me out. like out of all the wrestlers I've ever seen, Vader to me is like the one that like makes me feel uncomfortable
He,
because of
he
the
was
mask.
he was one of those first wrestlers where I was like, man, if I'm like within 50 feet of that guy, I'm running for the hills.
Like that's the scariest mask I've ever seen for some reason. Like I find that way more terrifying than like the Fiend, you know? Scary mask.
Yeah.
You know, fans, a lot of times they use the term buried. You know, if somebody loses a bunch of matches, fans will say, oh, they're burying him. The worst burial I've ever seen, just meaning the dumbest one I've ever seen, is Big Man Vader in WWF. They just buried this man. I mean, who'd been a IWGP champion, who'd been a WCW world champion, and a monster in both promotions.
And he can do like off the ropes move for
Yeah,
a big
and
guy.
do a moonsault and shit.
Yeah.
One of the first big men to be able to do that.
Yeah, and just totally disrespected since he went to WWF. Totally dropped the ball. I would say drop the ball, but I think they did it on purpose.
Yeah. And you know, like I find him to be terrifying, but he's supposed to be like one of the nicest wrestler, like nicest people.
That's the word. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I love Vader. One of my favorites.
Austin, who no doubt is a huge mark man for the Rumble.
He doesn't have a manager here either, right?
Not here.
Yeah.
He did have Harley Race
Mhm.
in WCW.
It was great.
Yeah, it was fantastic. But I believe Harley Race stayed on like as a producer in WCW.
Perhaps Waterford ran up his head first into the ring steps.
Oh, forgot the steps. Oh, nope.
And Vader is an irate victory. As good and as athletic a big man and super heavyweight as I've ever laid eyes on. But like you said, don't forget the athleticism of the artist form. Just fits, ref.
Oh,
You know what that name is after, right, Willie?
what?
The artist formerly known as.
I feel like it sounds familiar, but no,
So
I
the
can't
music
say it.
artist, Prince, at one point
Yes.
changed his name to a symbol. So when people talked about him, they couldn't say a name because it wasn't Prince anymore. He was this symbol. And so people started calling him the artist formerly known as Prince. So it occurred to me that for
Okay.
younger people, they might not remember that. Or not remember it, but might not have heard of that.
That was why it sounded so familiar,
Yeah.
because I think when Prince died, it was like Prince, also the artist formerly known as Prince, passed away. It's like, oh wow. So Prince, but he's also formerly known as Prince.
Yeah.
I guess in real life and in character, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that because it had something to do with his music company. Like he hated the music, just the business of music.
Yeah.
And he did something. He did it kind of like as a fuck you to his label.
Mhm. Which is awesome. I like it when anytime someone tries to stick it to the man.
I love Prince. I love
Yeah,
him.
I love Prince also.
If you're out there and you've never seen Purple Rain, go and rent Purple Rain on your TV tonight. Purple Rain, especially if you got a partner with you watching this Royal Rumble. You get down with the get down, you know what I'm saying?
So Johnny
Hey.
says, imagine a buried wrestler and a buried alive match.
I think there have been a few.
And Switch says WCW had an artist formerly known as
Prince Iukea.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
I'm glad you knew that name because I was not going to be able to pronounce that last one.
His gimmick basically was that he thought he was Prince.
Johnny says Doves Cry is his favorite Prince song, and I agree. That's my favorite also. Ooh, or That Dance.
What is it? What did he say?
When Doves Cry.
Oh, I thought you said Buzz Cry. I was like, what
No.
the fuck is?
No.
I'm
I'm
gonna go with Let's Go Crazy
Oh, fair enough.
or Dangerous from the Batman soundtrack. Yeah.
And if you haven't seen Purple Rain and you haven't listened to Prince, even if you don't rent Purple Rain tonight, try and find some like YouTube videos of Prince music. It's awesome. So,
Well, we live in an era where music is available anywhere, so
Oh, okay, cool.
it's like you could probably find Prince music on like Apple Music, Spotify,
Oh, yeah.
stuff like that.
Well, it's
Even if you
definitely
don't watch
Apple
the music
Music.
video, yeah.
Yeah.
It's rock, it's jazz, it's pop, it's bebop, it's
Yep.
rap a little sometimes. It's soul. He just a fusion of different music and especially different kinds of what are traditionally thought of as black musical styles.
Mhm.
I mean, he was just amazing. Gone too soon, far too soon.
And
Oh, for sure.
his guitar skills were excellent.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
He also had a
almost.
guitar in the shape of the symbol that he had changed his name to. That was really cool.
Goldust does not seem to be at his peak performance in this match, I don't think.
I think you mean the artist formerly known as Goldust.
That is what
Yeah,
I meant.
he's not gold anymore. He's blue and green.
So Johnny says music is not important as previous decades. The decline of CDs hurt the business.
I still collect CDs. I don't care what anybody says.
Really?
Yeah,
One of my
CDs
students-
are elite. Yeah.
One of my students came in with a cassette player, like a brand new Walkman cassette player.
I got cassette player.
Oh yeah. Hers is like bright pink. It's very
Oh,
cute.
wow.
And I was like, where are you getting cassettes from?
I think a few places sort of like sold cassettes again. And I know a few artists like Taylor Swift, the past few albums she released, she made a few copies in cassettes, so that way like literally anybody can get them, so she can make as much money as possible. Which is fair. I mean, people love their physical media. I don't blame her.
The car that we had when we started 2024 had a cassette player in it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wolf, when I get that Oval Intercontinental Championship, that'll be my new No Bones About Wrestling real prediction championship.
I like it. So Switch says, was it a pay-per-view or a Raw when Goldust came out in a diaper?
I think it was Raw, wasn't it?
It was a Raw.
I also
yeah.
think
It
it's
was
a Raw.
I think it was supposed to be like Baby New Year or something like that.
So, fun fact: my grandfather.
Oh my God, Terry Reynolds getting involved.
My
Oh
grandfather.
no.
Oh my God, I don't think this is gonna
Vader's
go
got
well.
her. Vader's got her.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, wait, I thought that was.
Oh!
Who is that? That's
Vader
Oh,
bomb.
no, that's Luna.
I
Excuse
mean, Luna.
me.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Luna.
I'm sorry. That was Luna Vachon.
It's over.
My grandfather lived in a retirement community, and he dressed up as Baby New Year for their like 80-year-old New Year's Eve party.
That was a sick finish.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, he was an unusual man.
It was the artist formerly known as Goldust and the man they call Vader. There you go.
So Johnny's asking NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. NSYNC all the way.
Oh, NSYNC. Like, that's no question. There's no comparison. That's like comparing Gucci to Walmart, man. Can't do that.
Ooh. Yeah, Luna's always been very fashion forward with her styles.
Man, those dreads.
Luna's awesome.
Yeah. Ooh.
She was always pushing for these companies to have women's divisions when they did not feature women's divisions.
So when you were saying about Vader getting buried, I was worried that you were like giving away the end of the match, but he won this one, so that's good.
Participants in tonight's Royal Rumble match, and we're going to attempt to get a word.
Stone Cold Chad.
Mr. Lawson, what do you think are your? I got to say, just park my damn truck, and if you scratch it, you're gonna get your ass. Well, Mr. Austin, what about?
Michael Cole is still getting bullied even in this era. What the fuck?
So Switch also agrees in sync. Johnny says he took Walmart over Gucci. And Safe says SmackDown is good so far.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It is Friday. SmackDown's going on.
Here we go with our Seis Hombre Lucha Libre match.
Isn't that just like a fancy way of saying 6-man tag?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, a Spanish way. It's not fancy. It's just Spanish.
well, I guess, yeah.
Yo habla Paquito Espanol. I took it for 6 fucking years. I can speak the most bare parts of it.
I'll take some of this stuff off your table so you have more in bed.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
I think it's supposed to be average size, not regular size, when you talk about people of
Right,
average.
let's see who they are.
Battalion, Tarantula, and El Torito.
Amber, you want to sit down and watch some wrestling? There's little people. All right.
All work and no play. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, she is very happy. Amber is our awesome dog walker who we love and who our dog loves.
I wonder which one's Battalion.
Yeah.
Good night.
You too.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
Oh my god.
Our dog is going insane.
Nova, Mosiak, and Max Mini.
Oh, so they are all little people.
It's literally all little people.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna play with her for a second so she can hurt herself. I'll be right back.
Wow.
Oh, great. Watch out.
There they
Man.
are. There they are right up there, Willie.
Yeah, there they are.
Hey.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so weird. Like, is this a tornado tag team match or an actual like six-man tag?
I don't know. You know, in Mexico, when I'm not sure if this is what you mean by tornado, but in Mexico, like when one man gets thrown out of the ring, another man can come right in. There doesn't have to be a tag.
Not exactly a tornado. Tornado's like everyone's legal and it's like a free for
Legal,
all.
right?
Like
So
the
that's
reason why I
just-
said that, was because it's like it's gonna be so weird when they're on the apron and they're not even as like tall as the ropes.
Yeah.
Like, this is so weird.
Here we go. They're doing it.
Flippity floppity flu.
Bam.
Little people, we're the best wrestle.
Oh.
Oh, that was a nasty landing by
Oh.
that guy.
Tarantula.
Tarantula.
Nova's in the blue and Tarantula is in the brown and green.
Oh, went for a shoulder tackle. Oh, jeez.
Missed.
Wow.
Oh. No. Nice.
Oh. Wow.
Nice.
Blue guy is going.
That might be Max Mini.
Yeah, I think so too.
He was one of the more popular minis in WWF.
There's El Torito.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big mini.
Lay off the snack size chips, man.
Okay, come on. Yep, go get water. Water.
And I think El Torito had a second run in WWE.
You're sure you gave her a common treat today, right? The afternoon one?
Because didn't El Torito, I think he was in the WLC match in 2014.
The WLC?
Yeah, Extreme Rules 2014, they did a WLC match which was like little, like I think it was El Torito versus Hornswoggle.
These guys are doing it.
Yeah, it was El Torito.
I tell you, these fans better start appreciating what the fuck they got in front of them.
Yeah. May 2nd edition of SmackDown, El Torito and Hornswoggle signed the contract for a WLC match, a tables, ladders, and chairs match featuring little people wrestlers with reduced size tables, ladders, and chairs in a normal such match for the kickoff pre-show of Extreme Rules 2014.
I gotta see that.
Oh, it's so good. I did not think El Torito was wrestling in 1998. You learn something new every day.
There is a company today. Excuse me. There's a company going today, Micro Wrestling Federation, that are pretty good. The MWF.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that.
They're on that reality show.
And I think they got like a streaming deal like years back.
Oh yeah.
And everyone was making fun of the fact that they got on years before AEW did.
They're good. They're legitimately good.
Eugenio, you might be the only viewer on my channel stream because I do this on my channel too. But there's definitely a lot on the No Bones About Wrestling YouTube channel. I do this just so that way it's like on my channel as well if we want to reach a wider audience.
Yeah, Eugenio, we got 25 total right now, so no, you are not alone.
No.
And hello also, Eugene. And Johnny says, good, sad so far. I guess I meant show. Johnny said
good SmackDown so far because SmackDown's going on right
SmackDown.
now.
Oh, I see. Johnny said China versus Jazz would have been interesting to see in the 90s. I agree. Jazz was an ECW lady. Eric Tate says, I still miss RR on Sundays.
Royal Rumble.
Does he mean Royal Rumble? Yeah.
Yeah, like Royal Rumble pay-per-views being on a Sunday. I can agree, but I prefer Saturdays. Especially if you're someone like who has a day off on a Sunday, then you can just have the whole day to just relax after maybe working and then watching the Royal Rumble afterwards.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's a whole thing, I would say.
The only viewer, no.
We already answered that.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was still up there.
Oh, yeah. If we only had one viewer, we would have stopped doing this a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
Unless that one viewer was super awesome, and then I might still do it.
Just get the conversation going, yeah.
No, we usually get between 25 and about 450, 500, depending on what's going on.
After it posts, we don't have like 500 people watching it live.
Yeah.
Did you already do Switch's comment? No. So Switch says it's crazy how when I watched this match back in the day, I didn't care for it. But looking at it now, they went for it.
Yeah, they're going for it, man. Exactly.
Well, especially since we now live in an era where it's like the moves are super important, the athleticism is focused. That's when you go back to matches like this, and it's like, oh wow, this is like one of the first instances where it's like the moves and the transitions, they are going, man.
I forgot in the room. Sorry.
Nice. Spinning
Oh
arm.
wow.
Oh,
Nice suicide dive there.
Somersault plancha.
And El
This
Torito.
ain't every match, okay? Oh, nice.
I just missed part of this one. That was with the dog.
Uh-oh.
How's your part of that?
Oh, nice spin.
Max Mini went for it. Uh-oh. Tarantula took paid suicide. Man, he only hit Battalion. What was that?
For those of you that are just joining us, we are at 25 minutes and 9 seconds.
Oh, I didn't even realize what time I'm at. I might be like
Oh, damn.
ahead or behind. I am at 25 minutes and 17 seconds.
Max Mini now back in that match, the legal guy, but he's keeping score.
Yeah, he is tall. Which one is the one that just fell?
El Torito,
Oh, duh.
I
Okay,
think.
that makes sense. Yeah.
El Torito is the bigger guy with the
Yeah.
horn.
And that's Max Mini in the blue and yellow.
Max Mini is the MVP.
Baby.
Caesar takeover.
Nice.
Hey,
Beautiful. That match was
Awesome.
awesome.
Mm-hmm. From what I
Match,
saw, that was
match of
awesome.
the night right there. Match of the night right there.
Very good.
Sunny, excellent job as a referee.
Yes, she did.
Called it straight down the line.
This was a very good match.
Yeah.
Oh, Max Mini got a hug.
It sucks because, like, I think companies have moved away from little people wrestling because some people view it as like exploitative, you know, or how that's the right word. But then like little people wrestlers can't be professional wrestlers on the biggest stages, you know?
Right.
Sucks.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, let them have their jobs. Let them have their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Let the little people wrestle.
Preach.
They're the nation of domination. Fucking middle finger, foam finger.
I did not expect it to tear so easily.
So this was when Mark Henry first joined the Nation of Domination. Then,
I don't know that I realized he was in that.
yeah, he was.
Up there, Vince McMahon's even up there now, as a matter of fact. Where's
I've not
Tyson.
watched a lot of Attitude Era wrestling, like, and
Oh,
everything
me
that I
neither.
have watched pretty much has been pay-per-views.
They first, and now they're not that at this point, it doesn't seem, but at first they were like a black supremacy.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a Black Panther type
Mhm.
organization.
Here, if he's such a big fan, maybe he wants to ask me for my autograph. I'd like to get within arm's reach of Mike Tyson. Yeah, well, I'll see if I can help.
Iron Mike, baby.
I find it funny how when we watch the 2001 Royal Rumble, they focus so much on Drew Carey. Now they're focusing so much on Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
It's like, man, celebrities. Which celebrity will we focus on our next Retro Rumble watch along? Find out next week when we watch it.
When I read Ken Shamrock, I totally was thinking of Fit Finley, and I was like, what a weird pairing.
Fit Finley is actually my distant cousin. Fun fact.
Really?
Yep.
Wasn't his son wrestling now somewhere?
David
David, yeah.
is very
David
good
Finley.
in Japan.
He's like the global
Like
champion, or he
Bullet
was. Yeah.
Like the leader of Bullet Club, I think.
Mhm.
Y'all don't know me well enough to know how impressive it was that I remember that. I am not good with names and facts about wrestling.
Shamrock had everything under control until he was double crossed. Shamrock setting up the lock for the ankle lock submission hold.
Yeah, we will have 2 more Retro Royal Rumbles.
Oh,
So-
you got balloons. Sorry.
I got balloons?
Yeah, you
I
got
missed it.
balloons, yeah.
So,
Last-
Willie, why don't you pick the next one?
The next Retro Rumble.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Well. The next Retro Rumble will be, drumroll please, Royal Rumble 2006.
Okay.
Okay. I have the one after that picked out.
Okay.
I can't remember what it is. It's in my phone.
All right.
Yeah, you had me read through like all the cards from like 80 something to
But first, if you missed
like
the free
2002, I think.
show you what happened. Now, my colleague Kevin Kelly was backstage interviewing the Nation of Domination. Now, each member of the nation, including The Rock, said that they would indeed win the Royal Rumble match. Obviously, a
Look,
bit of
each member of the nation said they're going to win the Royal Rumble. Well, every wrestler's got to say that. You got to believe in yourself.
strength of the nation.
Obviously, according to your comments, you're a complete idiot. But hey, before Rock can say anything, I know
It's not The Rock. It's Rocky Maivia.
feels
Mhm.
about President Clinton and Paula Jones. Hey, Prez, take some advice from The Rock. When you lay down with a dog, you're gonna wake up with fleas. Hey, man.
Oh, huh. Eric says that the first Royal Rumble in '88 was on the USA Network.
Yep.
That's was it a pay per view immediately after that, or did it stay on?
I think the first one to be on pay-per-view was 89. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
about that.
So it was the second one. It was a pay-per-view right after. But fun fact, there was a prototype Royal Rumble that aired on TV before the first actual Rumble show.
Alright.
And no spoil. Well, I can spoil it because it was a prototype. Doesn't mean anything. That was won by the one-man gang.
Who is that?
I don't think you've seen him.
Okay.
Big
He was just
guy.
Big guy with a mohawk and just kind of lumbered around and did his thing.
And he
only
was
have
the
I ever seen
runner-up. He was the runner-up in the '88 Royal Rumble.
Wow.
That's probably the height of his career.
Yeah.
That was basically it. Everyone knows him as the first Royal Rumble runner-up.
Huh.
Now we got the Intercontinental title match.
Oh, so he was announced as The Rock, Rocky Maivia. Okay.
This is like before the stuff with him being like Vince's stooge, right? Okay.
Yeah. It's just like
Before he was super
Hockey.
popular.
That's what I thought. Okay, this is like when people actually didn't like him.
Yes.
cocky leader of the nation, kind of
I liked him.
charismatic heel, thinks he was better than everybody else.
I thought you didn't care for The Rock much. Is that?
I liked him at this point.
Oh, okay.
And then everybody started liking him. And then I didn't.
Everybody fucking hated him back then, though.
Jerry Lawler just roasting fans.
Bret Hart has entered the chat.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think in our last Retro Rumble watch along, you did ask me this question where it was like, oh, which was the first one where they got a Mania title shot? And
Oh, your mic went out, Willy. Or you're frozen, maybe. Yeah, I think you're frozen.
Let's see. Eric said, oh, never mind. We already read that.
Yeah.
But yeah, here
Oh,
comes.
he's unfrozen.
oh, my bad. Am I good
So
now?
Yeah. The last thing we heard was you saying that we had asked you what the first Royal Rumble was to get a title shot.
Yeah, and that was 93.
Oh, okay. It's such a good idea, to have that be like the prize. It's an awesome prize.
It was better than like just having it be for shits and giggles like it was in the past, besides 92 when it was for the WWE title.
It was 92. It was for the WWF title.
Oh, sorry. I'm so used to the subtitle saying World Wrestling Entertainment.
You know,
It's so weird that
you
they
know
don't.
who won it?
What?
You know who won the 92 Royal Rumble to win the WWF title?
Did we watch that one? We did last year, right? Mhm. I have no recollection.
The Nature Boy.
Oh.
Oh, I was going to say. It was the Nature Boy. What inspired the infamous "With a Tear in My Eye"? This is the greatest moment of my life.
So, the greatest promos.
One of the greatest promos in wrestling history.
This might be really stupid of me. I
With a
didn't.
tear in my eye.
I didn't know that Ultimate Fighting was like a thing in 1998.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know about it
UFC.
until like 2010.
I remember it as early as like 1994, but it existed before then.
Yeah, UFC 1. Yeah, it was like late 80s, early 90s. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Now we're
That's
we're
not
on
part
like,
of this world at that time, you know?
now we're on like UFC 317 or something like that. I'm pretty sure. Like at least in terms of pay-per-views.
Um,
I don't care for that stuff.
neither. I like
just-
my violence predetermined.
Yeah, it's just too violent for me. I don't want to, honestly, I don't want to see people getting knocked out by bare fists and getting like passing out.
I only really watch it when I'm with friends. Like when I was in high school, whenever there was like a UFC pay-per-view with fighters that I actually cared about, me and my buddy Jason, I would go over to his house, we'd get a bunch of treats and we would just watch it, stay up until 1 o'clock in the morning because their pay-per-views were fucking long. And we would watch it. Though sometimes I'd pass out before the main event, and then my buddy would have to like shake me to wake me up. It's like, hey, the fight's starting. And then he'd get me like an energy drink just so I could stay up for the main event, and then I pass out right after.
Wait, is Ultimate Fighting the same thing as MMA or is it different?
It's Ultimate Fighting Championship is the UFC. That's what it stands for.
Is that the same? Is that the same?
Yeah,
Different?
MMA.
It's just like a style.
It's like UFC is to NBA what MMA is to basketball. You understand?
Not at all.
Ultimate Fighting is like sports entertainment compared to WWE.
Oh, okay.
Ultimate Fighting is like the corporation.
Mhm.
MMA is the sport.
Okay, I gotcha.
So basketball.
Yeah, that
is
makes
the
sense.
sport.
Yeah.
UFC is the corporation. NBA is the corporation.
Mhm, yeah.
I did hear about that.
That laser pointer. Second.
I said I did hear about that switch in response to his comment saying Shane tried to get Vince to buy UFC back in 1996 before it got big, but Vince didn't want to.
Yeah. Probably because it was Shane's idea and not his, would be my guess.
God damn it, no, you're not making money.
If you are just joining us or if you got off time wise, we are now at 37:50.
I am exactly 2 seconds ahead of you.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It wasn't like last time where I was like 50 seconds ahead. I would spoil an entrant and Ace would be like, wait, I don't have him yet. He's not out there.
I totally forgot that we still have the Rumble. I was just thinking like regular pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's
Casket
like,
match and a rumble.
Yeah, nice.
it's like, wait a minute, the show's called Royal Rumble. What the fuck? There's still a whole ass Royal Rumble.
Maybe the two best matches of the night. Although that minis match, I enjoyed
That was
that.
excellent, yeah.
I enjoyed that.
I liked the Vader artist formerly known as Goldust one.
It's okay.
The man they call Vader versus the artist formerly known as Goldust.
Not enough offense from.
Honestly, it should be a triple threat match with the man known as Sting.
Not enough offense from Goldust. Made him look like a jobber. I don't know. Maybe he was on drugs or something. Who knows? I don't know. He did not look great.
Visually, he looked great. Athletically, not so great.
Blue and green little
Yeah, loved it.
Beetlejuice
Loved
inspired.
everything. Yeah.
He should have summoned the powers. He should have said the name 3 times. He would have won against Vader.
That would be awesome.
Beetlejuice coming in at number 31.
I love Beetlejuice.
Last gesture he left for the Nation of Domination.
And then when I found out that the sequel,
Nation of Domination.
What?
what?
Did they say Bill Clinton joined the Nation of Domination?
I
What?
do not think that they said that.
Oh, all right.
He asked if they said Bill Clinton, who I think was president at the time, right? 98.
Yeah.
If he joined the Nation of Domination.
I did not join the Nation of Domination.
Ah, did not join the Nation of Domination.
The rumors are false and is a destructive of my character to the American people.
He was such a cool president. Like I remember when he was running and he was like playing the saxophone on like the Tonight Show, and he said he smoked weed, but he just didn't inhale.
Someone else was playing the saxophone.
That was a good one.
Yeah, he was real cool. He set the presidential arrest for most, or presidential record for most federal drug offenders arrested.
Uh-huh.
So that's cool. And
I saw him.
prosecuted the war in Kosovo.
Prosecuted it.
That's cool.
I
Right.
owned World Wrestling Entertainment for a short time. It was great. We drew the best ratings in history of wrestling. Bobby Lashley is great. He'll be great in AEW. Believe me.
Yeah, I wonder if we're ever going to see a President Trump on WWE again,
He's gonna win so bigly, so big time great, you won't even be able to believe it.
And I talked to him beforehand, and he was like, "Donald, thank you. This is terrific. I'm very excited, and I hope we have more business opportunities in the future." And I said, "Bobby, I would want nothing less. Thank you for being an incredible human being."
Yeah, I think he says terrific more than anyone I've ever heard.
And I said, Bobby, you're terrific. And I said, Bobby, you got a terrific physique. And I said, Bobby, with a physique like that, you're walking around back there in the locker room with the ladies. You could just grab them by the pussy, Bobby.
I did not expect you. I did not expect you to say that. I tried to stay away.
You should expect him to say things that you wouldn't expect him to say,
Oh,
or any person to say.
you said it, not me. There you go. We were all thinking it, but no.
He said it, not me. He said it. That was such a big deal made out of nothing. Guys say shit all the time to other guys.
Oh yeah, that's like high school talk.
Yeah,
To
exactly.
be real.
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, bro, how was the party last night?" And then they would go in great detail.
Right.
Like no one knew that thing was recorded, man.
Shamrock has good punches.
Yeah.
Like really good looking punches.
Bobby, your muscles, they're huge. They're very huge.
Huge.
That's how my dad sings. He leaves out the H and says you instead.
Huge.
Yeah, he says like huge.
Huge.
When we lived in Florida, like the guy who did the music at our church, his name was Hugh. And my dad could not say his name, even though we went there for like 18 years. You. He would just say you because he couldn't get the H out.
No,
Bobby Lashley would be the greatest paid wrestler in history. I would pay him millions and millions and millions of dollars.
I don't think wrestlers should be able to wear those kind of gloves.
I agree.
I think the only reason why they did that was just so they
What
could
was
be
that?
like, "Oh, he was in the."
I think
He had something. He had an international object, and he placed it in Shamrock's tights.
Right by his dick.
Right by his dick. Yeah.
I like it when people kick out so hard that the wrestler that's pinning them flies in the air off of them. It's one of my favorite things in wrestling. And if they bump into the ref, that's like even better.
This has been a good match here.
Yeah. It
Share.
took a while to get
Oh.
going, I think.
Yeah,
And
it did.
new.
All right.
I swear
Title
it's like
champion.
they don't censor World Wrestling Federation, but the subtitles would say and new World Wrestling Entertainment Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
Like it's so weird.
And sometimes they blur out the WWF, don't they? But they didn't here.
No, I think they didn't want to, like it was like too much time or something. I don't know. They didn't want to like blur it.
Yeah.
And then you got to do like motion tracking of the logo whenever the belt's on screen and editing. It's just a whole thing. So do we only have the casket match and then the Rumble?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wait, we already had that.
I swear these old Rumbles, like they are very fast paced. Wait, what?
Yep.
Oh no.
Are you kidding me?
Switch said with Willy hit that voice perfect.
Oh yeah.
Laughing my ass off, said Switch. R.I.P. Bob Euchre. Yeah, Eric. Yeah, that I heard that. That is sad. That's the first thing I heard today when I got up.
It was like somehow before you even got up because I woke up and you were still sleeping and you woke up because I was up. And the first thing you said to me is, "Did Bob Euchre die?" And like, you hadn't been on your, I have no idea how you knew that before.
I found out at work when I was on break because WWE posted a statement being like, "Oh, we're saddened to hear of the loss," because he's a Hall of Famer. He's in the celebrity wing.
Oh, I didn't know.
He was also at WrestleMania 3.
Oh, that would explain it.
He interviewed Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3 and got choked out by him.
Did he get
Oh,
this night?
I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but
wow, they really did that. They reversed the decision right there.
So
that's
how did the ref see them in his trunks, or did they fall out?
I think another ref came out and told him, you know.
Wait, so that
Yeah,
ref
'cause
saw
I
that
don't-
he had-
'cause I don't-
had
I
them
don't
in his
think
trunks,
on
but
the
didn't see the guy
Titan-tron.
place him there.
No, the second ref came in and told the first ref what he saw, and then the first ref reversed the decision.
I know, but what
They
I'm
should,
saying
they
is,
should
like,
do that
if
more.
if the second ref saw that he had them in his trunks and came out, how did he not see The Rock put them there?
Look, let's see.
Yeah.
Rock used him, should have been a DQ.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why should I mean the Rock lost by DQ, I think.
Oh, so he still won. He just doesn't get the championship because it was DQ.
Shamrock won, but
But
does
he-
not
yeah.
get the title.
I gotcha. Okay.
I believe that's the official ruling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, can you imagine being a wrestler when all those fucking laser pointers were everywhere?
I suck.
People used to love laser pointers.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But-
Rock
oh.
told ref Shamrock had them. Thank you, Switch. I missed that part.
Hovering above this 18,542 ounces of fans turned away. We're so happy you're with us wherever you are, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I've got the good news for you. Cactus Jack is going to be in the room.
1-800-collect blimp. Woohoo!
I had to stay home. Watch the flip. I think
Shoot it down.
Why aren't there blimps everywhere anymore? Remember, like, every sporting event in like the 90s had blimps, and now like you never see them.
That's a good question.
Danhausen has a blimp sometimes, right?
Yeah. Fun has been banned in this country.
Fun has been banned.
Yeah. That's how they started.
Pinball. That's pretty fun.
We should go play pinball sometime soon.
Everyone's looking for Stone Cold.
There are these people that are fighting. Like what groups?
I don't understand what was happening there.
Okay.
I think everyone was trying to look for Austin. That one group attacked someone they thought was Austin, but it wasn't.
Okay.
And then the two groups started fighting backstage because of it. So
Thank you.
Oh wait, no, we got 2 more matches and then the Rumble.
Yeah, this was one of the
it's
reasons
the
why I
tag
picked 28.
title. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. New Age Outlaws defend their belts against the Legion of Doom, best tag team of all time.
This will be my first time seeing the Legion of Doom wrestle.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's very surprising.
They are champions.
Oof. They're pretty awesome.
Yeah. I would definitely check them out in the 80s when they're the Road Warriors in NWA, but they're still pretty fucking awesome in WWF here.
Yeah, the Road Warrior pop is a very real thing. You know,
Yeah. Just over, very popular, strong style, bruising
Aw.
style.
and the coolest part about them is when they were the Road Warriors, those like big spiky shoulder things that they wore, they made them themselves. I love crafty wrestlers, you know? Aww.
Aw, poor guys. You know, their head shaved. Poor animal.
That's Hawk, isn't it?
Hawk
Yeah.
got his head
Yeah.
shaved. Animal got
My Billy Gunn.
Because Animal's the one with the spider.
Yeah. Hawk is the one with like the Surfer Sting like face paint.
Yep. Damn, they fucked him up.
Damn, that hurts. They're fucking
remember.
wearing Eric Cartman shirts.
Ew.
You guys, I'm going home.
Billy Gunn has had such a wide variety of looks in his career.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and a career that spanned way too long.
No.
Way too
Billy
long.
Gunn? I
Yes.
think he's still good.
Mm-mm.
I got some.
I enjoy his trios matches when he had them anyway.
Oh, you didn't know?
You asked me to call somebody.
I hate it when it turned PG. It's like, you better go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's lame.
Like, you might as well just put, oh, you didn't know, and then do. Just do the beat drop. There's no point in the.
The New Age Outlaws? When did I see them? What?
I don't know. I don't
Oh.
think you've seen them. I'm just saying they're good.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were telling me that I saw them sometime. I just didn't remember. They got the
I
Wisconsin.
might have seen one match.
Are they in Wisconsin?
I think they are.
Okay, because there was several Green Bay Packers jerseys in the crowd too, or one or two anyway.
Will play a major role in the Super Bowl.
Do. Are they wearing
Brett Favre.
Green Bay Packers jerseys?
Yeah.
Huh.
One of the best quarterbacks of all time.
Brett Favre.
And then he retired, and then he went to go play for the Vikings, which is like the mortal enemies of the Green Bay Packers.
Switch about that last match. He says no. Rock told the. We said that already.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
said that
sorry.
already, yeah.
Sorry.
Because we were confused because we thought a second ref came down and told the first ref that Shamrock had them.
Now, you sustained a back injury, Animal. Now, doctors had told me backstage that they did not want you to compete.
Ooh, look at the skull. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Chance in hell that I was going to miss this match tonight.
Oh, wow.
Now, it ain't a matter of being hurt what the doctors say. Doctors don't know what they're talking about. It's a matter of having a heart. You know what?
They say all men are created equal. You look at me and you look at Samoa Joe and you know that statement's not true.
What you mean? And do yourself but. Lost. You're going down. Whether we become champs or not, you're going to get your butts kicked.
I like that Hawk kept the half that they didn't
Freaking
change.
yelling, man. Animal just had nothing.
Outlaws. They think they're cool.
That reminded me of the Steiner Math promo.
Or like any Sid Vicious promo ever.
Basically. Oh my god, the Steiner Math promo has a genius lyrics page.
I don't know what that is.
It's a site where you look up lyrics and they tell you the meaning of the lyrics.
Oh, huh, that's cool.
But it has the whole transcript here.
That's fine.
You know, they say they all men are created equal. When you look at me and you look at Samoa Joe and you see that statement's not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best that beat me. Then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastic go down. See, the three-way at Sacrifice, you got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me and he's not even going to try. So Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a 1/3% chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and a 1/3 chance of winning a Sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning if we was to go one-on-one, and then you add 66 and 2/3%. I got a 141 and 2/3 chance of
Oh my
winning a
god, I didn't realize
Sacrifice.
that went
See,
up.
Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice.
Why would you even attempt that promo if you weren't good at math, you know?
He was an odd guy.
Who was that did that?
Scotty Steiner.
Oh, yeah.
Got
So
Steiner.
Switch says the classic yelling promo.
Anytime I hear a yelling promo, I instantly just go to the Steiner Math.
You're looking at the big bad booty daddy.
We had Willy with the TNA promo. Yeah, that was obviously a build-up to a triple threat match between, Scott Steiner, Samoa Joe, and Kurt Angle at Sacrifice.
I think this is just normal rules, but let's see here.
It was just like random math to it. It's like, how are you going to add like a 66 and 75% chance if we was to go one-on-one and then you add Kurt Angle and then you do the triple threat, but Kurt Angle's not a factor because he can't beat him. And you do that. And yeah. Samoa Joe. Like, that's literally it.
He had the 33.3% chance, right, for at the beginning, and then he just went off the rails.
Yeah, but like basically everyone has a 33 and 3% chance. It's like, oh, but don't add Kurt Angle. So you got a 66 and 2/3, but if we was to go one-on-one, you have a 75%. So you add them both, and then you got 141 2/3 chance to win whatever it is, which basically means he's gonna win. But I don't even think he won, which was the thing. I don't think Scott Steiner won at Sacrifice.
I have no idea. So Eric's asking, do you think TNA will go to the USA Network? I have no idea. Are they on television right now, TNA?
TNA in Canada was moved to Sportsnet 360. They announced a new deal.
Are they televised here? TNA? What channel are they on now?
I forget.
Oh.
Some weird channel.
Oh, okay.
I
God,
could-
look at his mouth.
I could definitely see TNA going to USA.
Mhm.
I mean, it would cost less for them than WWE. I don't see anything but pluses for TNA joining USA. So I would say yes. Yeah.
So Switch says that Willy and Asa should do commentary on a match one night. So
that'd be fun.
Before we started doing watch-alongs, Asa and I, anytime they would do picture-in-picture, we would mute the television and then we would take turns like commentating on the match. And sometimes we would do it like together, but it's a good time. Especially if you're not quite sure of the move names and then you just make up something.
See, I know a lot of the move names, so I would just go off that. It's just
Yeah, well, I like we did it for probably like a year or so before we started doing this, and so I learned them eventually. But
me and my buddy Austin, it was like we would do matches in 2K, and then we would commentate on moves that we hit on each other. Oh my God, the rock bottom! You know what I mean? And then I started doing the universe mode videos, and now I just do sole commentary for those videos, and it's just like, yeah, That's the closest I will ever get to commentating anything. I
Nah,
try.
don't
But
do that.
check out your local indie place. I'm
I
sure
tried.
their
I
answers are
tried asking, but they don't televise their events. But they were like, when we do, maybe,
Yeah.
because they
Make a
obviously
make a
like they know
make a
who I
sizzle
am.
reel, Willie.
What's
Was
a
that?
sizzle reel?
A sizzle reel. Just different types of audio, like
Mhm.
5 different types on a USB.
Yeah.
Do people use USBs still?
Yeah.
Oh,
And what else are you gonna give them?
a
The
digital.
hard drive.
What? What'd you say?
A hard drive. Like the big things you put it in the
Don't
computer.
give her a whole damn hard drive.
Why don't you just share it with them through like Google Drive?
Oh yeah,
Or
you
share
could
it
do that.
digitally.
But yeah, it's like they don't stream their events. So it's
I
like,
feel
oh,
like
okay.
actually giving them the whole thing, the drive would stand out.
Mhm. I think they'd be like, "Where the fuck did you get a USB drive?" But
I could
yeah,
get a USB drive at my college in like 2 seconds.
oh, okay. The school system, we used to get them from them all the time, and then they stopped.
Like schools
Because
encourage people to
Right.
buy them, and then nobody does. They just save it to their computer, just to be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
screw it." Like that's literally it.
Well, 'cause
You can do like a
thumb
news,
drive.
do like a news story, 3 sports stories, and like a lighthearted story that would be at the end of a newscast.
Wait,
Yeah.
all about wrestling or?
No,
Oh.
no.
About you.
Oh. So Switch says that TNA just signed a deal with WWE.
Yeah, they
Oh.
did that yesterday. They
Oh,
signed a
right.
multi-year partnership to like collab, kind of like what they did last year. Like TNA wrestlers on NXT, and then NXT wrestlers on TNA.
Huh.
But they're doing it for like multiple years now. It's not like where we thought it was like a one-time thing or a multiple-time thing.
Well, and Jordan Grace was on a PLE, wasn't she? Like
Yeah, she was in the Royal Rumble, and then she
Oh.
faced Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's title,
Okay.
and then a bunch of like TNA NXT wrestlers were on TNA.
There we
like,
go. Hawks getting going.
No, there we go.
Oh, be careful.
Everything's fine.
Will you make it a little warmer while you're at? Thank you.
So yeah, like coincidentally, right around Royal Rumble season, they do that deal too. So it's like,
Yeah. Oh,
could
that's
be
true.
could be some TNA people on there. You never know.
That's a very good point. There's a guy that we see all the time in AML, which is our local wrestling, and he's signed with TNA, and we have no idea. Like he's been signed with them because we saw something about him like re-signing a new contract or whatever.
Yeah.
We had no idea that he was on TNA. But that's always exciting when you see like John Schuyler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always great when you see local people, or it's like people you met in person being like on TV, on national television.
One of our AML guys got picked for the WWE ID program, and we were super excited for him.
Diego.
Jackson Drake.
Oh, Jackson Drake.
Yeah.
Diego will be a star
Yeah.
if he can put on some weight. We got this really great high flyer around here.
Yeah, Diego Hill.
Diego Hill, yeah.
Amazing.
If you're out there and you like indies, watch out for Diego Hill.
Yeah.
Very talented, very polished. He could go up in WWE today and put on a good match, no doubt.
He wrestles for a bunch of places, but we see him at America's Most Liked Wrestling, which is AML, and they do broadcast their shows. If you want to check them out, their next show is not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, and it's like a War Games. It's going to be awesome. White Mike also wrestles there, whose shirt I'm wearing tonight. Oh
wait, we didn't do t-shirt check.
Yeah.
I have an NWO tank top on.
Oh, I'm wearing non-wrestling merch, kicking it old school. It has 8-bit Mario.
Oh, that's awesome.
Characters.
Ooh.
Who won?
I was just thinking like, oh, what am I gonna wear to work? And then I came home. Well, I did grocery shopping. Then I came home. Now I'm doing this. I'm a busy man.
Yeah.
Have I ever shown you my Mario tattoo?
No.
I have a giant. The
like a-
light's not very good
It's
here.
like a half sleeve.
Where's my other phone?
But I don't know.
I was
Oh,
gonna light it.
I kind of see it, but it's
Well,
not. Oh, okay.
yeah, you can.
It's
There's
like,
not enough light.
it's almost like a whole
Or you
ass
can see
level.
the other side of it, yeah.
There we go. Yeah, there's Mario. I see him. There's the little platforms. Holy.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the
Piranha
piranha
plant.
plant on there too.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It got what is
Bullet
it?
Bill.
Bull? Yeah.
Bonsai Bill.
Bullseye Bill, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That is
It's pretty awesome.
insane. Yeah.
I like Mario.
So I got a mushroom
Oh, awesome.
I remember that.
Yeah, very cool.
and
So,
then I
what
got
happened? Who won
a
here?
star.
I think it's in
And then
your...
I got a power star for Mario, black and white. I don't know if you could see it.
So you got what?
A star.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
I want to get something
Oh, Road
small,
Warriors.
maybe for my birthday.
Instead of a guitar?
No, I don't get guitar.
Money is a finite resource.
I just want a guitar then.
Okay.
What a
It's your
rush.
opportunity to brag about your Super Mario skills.
Well, I used to be. Have you ever heard of Twin Galaxies, Willie?
Twin Galaxies?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay. So they basically they're like Guinness World Records, but for video games.
Yeah.
And I used to be number 6 all time at Super Mario Brothers on the NES
Like in the world.
Ooh,
in the world ever.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Now I'm number 19.
19, yeah. The last time I looked. Anyway.
But for about 6 months I was number 6 in the world.
That's pretty sick though.
Yeah, he's very good.
I'm pretty good at Super Mario Brothers.
I am awful at Super Mario Brothers.
Yes.
Oh my god, I just like die constantly.
Well, you just got to take I could show you how to play. I've never actually tried to show you how to play that game.
Yeah. I just am not good at like moving in the air.
Yeah.
I like RPGs. I'm not really a
We
side
need to
scrolling.
play. We can start it after the show. We need to play Legend of Zelda. Actually, we should watch a movie. We should play Legend of Zelda and Final Fantasy.
Which one?
I don't know.
Okay.
One of them.
I need to play Mario 64 again. Like even if
That's
I stream
awesome,
it, yeah. I
But
need
you
to
have to play
do that.
Borderlands with me. Borderlands, what is it, 3 that I have?
We'll get there.
Oh wait, we only have one controller for that.
Stone Cold video package.
Think we circle drum on his chest? Not dude love.
He's got a bounty on him, son. He's a marked man. If you want Stone Cold Steve Austin at Saturday night's main event, son, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That'd be sick. Not Hulk Hogan. Just get Stone Cold in Saturday night's main event. I don't think he was prominent in that era, but still, it'd be pretty sick.
Switch. Maybe Willie and I will do commentary one night.
That'd be sick.
That'd be fun.
Which one of you would be the color commentator?
What?
Which one of you would be the color commentator?
I think Willie would be play-by-play, and
I'd be
the
play-by-play, and
color
he would be
Back
color.
there.
Yeah,
That's what I would think too.
I have more experience in play-by-play. Oh, we got the Rumble as the co-main.
Yeah. Yeah. That,
Holy.
Wait.
yeah, it's the Rumble, then the...
It's and then the casket match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another superstar.
I'll be.
Just in case you have never seen a Royal Rumble match before, here are the rules. Rest in peace, Fink.
I'll make some tuna salad real quick. Do you want some?
Can I start? No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll wait then.
So remember, guys, tune in next week, 2006 Royal Rumble Retro Watch
Thursday.
Along.
Starting earlier than tonight.
Yeah.
Starting at 7:50. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that works for me.
On Thursday.
7:50 Thursday night Royal Rumble 2006.
Hell yeah. Oh,
Who have we got?
Cactus Jack.
Oh yeah. Bang bang.
We're at an hour and 10 minutes and 45 seconds. If you're just trying to catch up.
Second. I am an hour, 10 minutes, now 52 seconds.
Mhm.
I'm a bit more ahead, I think.
Someone's telling you how lucky you are because I like wrestling. Switches.
Which
Yeah.
is saying, Asa, you so lucky. Kay is into wrestling. My wifey stopped watching when Cena went to Hollywood. Oh, that's very nice of you.
Mm.
I am very lucky, yeah, to have somebody to do this show with. Even though she won't do the most of the WWE shows, but to have her somebody that'll do the show with and
She
go to
went to see
wrestling
Penta.
events, that's a lot of fun to go to wrestling events as a couple. That's a blast, Especially I like going to the independent events more than I like going to the big company events. Usually.
He
Oh,
yells a
shit,
bunch
is
of
that
stuff at the wrestlers and makes me super
Chainsaw Charlie?
embarrassed. It's a good time.
Yeah. Do what? What, Willie?
Chainsaw Charlie.
Yeah.
Number 2.
I have not seen that.
That's Terry Funk.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. Why
Terry.
why does he have a powder on his head?
He got fedified. WWF.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh geez, Chainsaw versus Cher. Oh, that is
this is why I thought Mick Foley had a match because I forgot you can use weapons in a Royal Rumble.
No, yeah, no
Makes
DQ.
sense. Yeah.
no disqualification. I've had girlfriends. I've had girlfriends whose like parents or grandparents were into wrestling, but because of that, they were like, I don't want to watch that shit. Yeah, I don't want to deal with it. I don't care that you do YouTube. I don't want to watch wrestling. And it's like, okay, well then we could do whatever you want to do. And then I'm stuck watching fucking Grey's Anatomy. And I'm there like, no.
Yeah. I didn't start watching wrestling until like after college, I think. A guy I was friends with and then started dating was really into wrestling. He used to, with his friends, they did like a wrestling comic.
Oh shit.
And so then she got me into wrestling with like CM Punk and WWE mainly. But then after we broke up, like no one else I met liked wrestling until Asa. So that was nice.
Yeah, no, it's like she made me watch Grey's Anatomy, and then she got mad at me when I laughed at the deaths or like anyone going through pain, and she was like, "You are fucked up. Do you know that?" And it's like, hey, I watch a lot of things that involve pain, and I laugh like it's just a normal thing. When I hurt myself, I laugh.
I do not. I cry a lot usually if I hurt myself. But
I laugh first and then I cry. I'm like, wow, that just happened. I am dumb. And then, like, as soon as the pain starts kicking in, I'm like, oh no.
most of mine is like the shock of like falling or being injured, Not so much the pain, but just like who's that?
Tom Brandy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who that?
He's one of your brethren.
One of my brethren.
Asa found out he's not Spanish as he thought. He is in fact Italian.
2% Italian.
2% Italian instead of 2% Spanish.
Yeah,
He joined the club.
There he goes.
I am also Italian.
I'm mostly British, Irish, Scottish, French. Like 14% French. Uh, and then it's Italian. No, wait, no, excuse me. Then there was something else, and then Italian was at the bottom.
Whoa. That's where you get your olivey skin.
I suppose. Yeah. What did I say? French.
Is it French?
British.
Yeah.
French.
Irish. Scottish.
Irish. No, that's what I left off. British, French, Irish, Scottish, German,
Oh, yeah. Look,
Italian.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. We should have remembered German. His grandmother was from Germany.
Oh, chainsaw hanging on. I like the old digital clock countdown.
Yeah, I do too. And every time I see Terry Funk, all I can think of is that fucking terrible Terry Funk Memorial hardcore match that they had in WWE.
Oh my
It's
god!
like the worst goddamn hardcore match I've ever seen.
You need to create
got
some
so
better.
mad. I got so mad when it was like they called it the Terry Funk Memorial Hardcore Tornado Tag Match or whatever.
Yeah.
What was it? I think it was the Brawling Brutes and the Street Profits.
Yeah, and there was
And
like a chair.
A chair and a table.
Yeah.
And that was it. And it was
Yeah.
like, that is the least hardcore match I have ever seen in my life. I think I made a tweet. I was like, you should have called it the Terry Funk Memorial Texas Tornado Match, and you could have done that.
Yeah.
Eric says he loves hardcore game. RPG games. What kind of RPGs do you like, Eric?
My favorite's Skyrim.
My other favorite hobby besides reading is video games. Wrestling, reading, games, guitar. That's about it.
Board games.
Just realized
Board
Rocky
games,
Maivia.
And pinball.
And pinball.
Rocky
What were you
Maivia
saying,
is
Willy?
I was saying Rocky Maivia is in who we saw earlier tonight. Retain in a sense his Intercontinental Championship.
I put him in a garbage can where he belongs.
Chainsaw's just punching him.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
So, Switch, based on that sentence, I have to agree with you. It says, I'm mixed chew with vodka and cranberry juice. Oh, I see. I really right. I didn't understand.
Mixed like yeah.
Yeah.
Who is next?
So Charlie right to the penis. So, somebody got eliminated, didn't they? Did The Rock get eliminated?
No, The Rock went through the middle rope. He's still in.
See, I wish they would show you how many people are still in.
Well, I mean, I guess they expect you to just see in the ring.
Yeah, but once they get like a lot of people,
No, because now we got 3 in, so how many people are left to come out? You know what I'm
Jesus.
saying?
Yeah.
I want to know. Like, there's 26 men left.
One of the headbangers is in now.
That is Mosh.
Mosh.
He has the fat head.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference between them. I don't know if I've ever seen the other one. Every time I see one of them, it's always Mosh, I think. What's the other one's name?
Thrasher.
Thrasher.
DT by Mosh. They're okay. I like them.
Fun fact, the Headbangers had a one-off second run in WWE in 2016
Oh, yeah?
Really? Huh.
when they were part of the inaugural SmackDown Tag Team Title Tournament, but they lost in the first round.
So
Oh.
they brought him back just to lose in the first round? That sucks.
Yes. And I don't think they got any reaction because I think like the audience were mainly casual viewers, not hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
Like they wouldn't be like, "Oh my god, they were great back in my day."
Yeah.
I don't remember when the Headbangers were like amazing. This is not mocking you guys in any way.
Well, you're welcome to do a fake Southern accent anytime.
That's all good. I
Not
usually do that when to insinuate like people saying back in my day. Like it's
Okay,
not
that's
mocking anybody. I just go full Southern for no reason.
Yeah. It's fun to do a Southern accent.
Here comes, I'm going to say Golga.
Who the fuck's
Who?
Gold?
It is.
That's one of the pig farmers, isn't it?
It's a pig farmer.
What are they called?
That is Henry O. Godwin.
Oh, God, yeah.
Nope. It's Phineas Godwin.
Phineas
brother.
Godwin.
I'm guessing anyway, based on the music.
Yes.
I grew up in Dublin. I was a potato farmer.
They're farmers, and it is heavily implied that they fuck their pigs.
Back in Scotland, they apparently fuck sheep. We ain't so different after all.
Heavily,
True, it's how we got,
heavily
it's how
implied.
humans got syphilis from sheep.
Heavily implied.
Oh.
That's your gross fun fact for the night.
Well, COVID's allegedly from eating bats. I don't know who would want to eat a bat at all. Like, someone just woke up. Well, when COVID was rumored to be like coming from someone eating bats or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know why that is. Like, who the fuck's gonna wake up one morning and be like, that's breakfast.
Well, I think monkeypox came from people eating monkeys.
That's cannibalism. And what? Like, if someone was like, let's eat that monkey, it's like, that, my friends, is called cannibalism. We all evolved from monkeys. We don't do that. That is 8-Ball. And he is number 7, so we got 23 men left, much to Ace's point.
Ripley, leave it. Would you drop scissors?
Could be 22 men and 1 woman. You never know.
So they went on, but a year and a half later, 8-Ball and Skull, his twin brother, went on to become creative control in WCW.
Yeah.
Where they carried out the orders at the behest of the unseen powers that be, which was Vince Russo.
Oh,
yeah, doing a thing where you could only see his hands, and he was behind a desk.
He was like a really big Inspector Gadget fan.
Yeah, which I enjoyed that period in WCW very much personally.
Inspector Gadget. Oh my god, my dad used to watch that so much.
That was a cool show.
It was a good show. I remember like every day, because it was like a Teletoon retro channel where they would play old cartoons from the olden days.
From our time period.
Basically, my olden days. I'm a youngster.
I know, yeah.
And you know, I want to say like 8 a.m. Reruns of Inspector Gadget would run for like a whole hour. So it was like I'd be eating breakfast, getting ready for school, and then do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh my god, that song used to play in my head all the time.
It gets stuck in there pretty easily. The twins were the last members of the NWO.
It was Bradshaw.
That's Ace's favorite wrestler.
No.
He loves him.
No.
Bradshaw is like the best wrestler in the world, man. Of all time.
Every time he sees a wrestler, he's like, man, I wish that was Bradshaw.
No.
Bradshaw's the greatest WWE champion of all time.
No.
One of my favorite things about Bradshaw is that Vince Russo came up with the idea for the Brawl for All because he heard Bradshaw bragging in the locker room that he could take any other wrestler down in a real fight.
Yeah, that was basically it. Yeah.
I love it. That's funny to me. I mean, it's messed up because people got hurt, but.
Bro, we need a shoot fight tournament, bro, where the winner faces Stone Cold at WrestleMania, bro. It will be great. People keep saying how wrestling is fake. We need to get rid of that assumption, bro, and bring the reality to it.
That was such a monumentally bad idea.
Yeah.
Shockingly bad idea.
And he like still doesn't
like
admit
one of
that
the
it's bad.
One of the all-time worst booking decisions.
So Eric Tate says, how come Peacock cuts out the WWE music? So that's the case with even like some old TV shows. They have the copyright for the music for just a finite time period, and after that, they would have to like pay for the rights again to use it. So instead of doing that, they like put in fake music that they think sounds similar.
Owen, baby.
Owen Hart, but Jeff Jarrett and Jim Cornette.
Oh, Jeff
What?
Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett picks this very moment to turn on Owen Hart.
Oh, God.
Just
Jim
four bar-
Cornette with like a frying pan, it looks like.
Yeah.
What happened to the tennis racket, man?
Oh,
I guess it's not the
tennis
Midnight
racket.
Express.
It's in a zipper case, right? That's not a frying
I
pan.
don't know what's going on.
It looked like a frying pan to me, like from far away, because the camera kept fucking moving when
No, I thought it was like, you
Cornette.
know, tennis rackets have like a zipper case sometimes to protect them.
Yes.
That's what I thought it was. So Switch said, "Yo, Willie is killing the voices tonight." I thought I thought Russo was here for a second.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna try to do Jim Cornette. It's not happening. Like,
Hey, I tell you what people really like. They love a wrestler in a box. You bring a box out now that ring, and people are gonna wonder. They're gonna love it, and they're gonna say, "What's in the box?" And they're gonna come back every week.
I love you, but that is the worst
That's a
impression
bad Jim Cornette.
ever heard.
That's a bad Jim Cornette.
My God, that's like worse than your Italian accent.
That's racist.
oh yeah, that is now racist. Now that you know he's 2%.
Now that I'm Italian, you're racist now.
Would that be like more nationalism than racism?
Steve
You guys-
Blackman is next.
Steve Blackman. Who's that?
The Lethal Weapon. He had some talent, but was very boring. No charisma.
Yeah, the audience does not seem to react at all.
Yeah, it was
At
not.
all.
It's one of those guys where they were like, "Oh my god, he's got all the tools to be a world champion," and then it's like, obviously, they weren't going to do anything with him.
Mhm.
No, Willie got to do Brother Love voice, even though that might be before. That was definitely before my time. I don't remember
Asa
what
could do
Brother
that one
Love
fairly
sounded
well.
like.
What one?
Brother Love.
I forgot what Brother Love sounded like.
I love you.
Yeah. Like that. Yeah, so what a weird character.
Oh yeah. I can't. My throat fucking sucks.
Oh yeah, we can blame your terrible impressions on your
Undertaker. We're gonna show you a world of pain.
My name is Kane.
Suck it.
I will set you on fire.
Wait, was there a wrestler with like a voice modulator?
Kane used to have a
That was
voice
Kane.
modulator.
Yeah.
It was awesome. They said
Oh,
his
there-
vocal cords were burned on the
Oh, and the
fire.
fire.
It was
It was
awesome.
D'Lo.
Kane's
Brown.
character used to be awesome.
How did they explain his lack of burns when they finally took the mask off of him?
That's bullshit.
He took a shower. He had plastic surgery.
Wait, so Eric says that Brother Love needs to be in the Hall of Fame. Is he not in the Hall of Fame? He does so much stuff like back to back, what was it called, behind the scenes stuff, you know?
Yeah, Bruce Pritchard. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
Bruce Pritchard, you would have assumed he would have already been, but I think they're probably gonna wait until he steps down or he's dead. That's probably when they're gonna do it. They're probably gonna wait till he steps down, like he's retired from like working behind the scenes, or he's dead. Which I think they still got ways to go before that happens, but
Yeah.
because he seems all right, like he seems like in decent shape.
Yeah.
Like he's obviously not unhealthy.
He's not the fittest looking person, so I'm sure there's like some
No.
issues, but
It's like it'll at least be like another 10 years at least. Kinda. You never know.
Two members of the Nation of Domination going at it.
I thought I said that.
Who are you for, Kay?
I don't want to say because it gives stuff away.
Give stuff away. You know who wins?
No,
Oh,
it gives away a secret about the Royal Rumble in 1998.
Switch says, "My name is Kane, and I'm a Rudy Poo candy ass."
Oh man, that
The
was a
Rock
great
did that.
great Rock promo.
Rock just made fun of like 5 guys in a row.
My favorite Rock promo, when I think it was like about Billy Gunn. It was like, "Oh God, my name's Billy, and I just won King of the Ring. But there's just one problem. Everyone still thinks that I absolutely suck."
That's a pretty good one.
And Switch says that he agrees with Eric about Brother Love needing to be in the Hall of Fame.
I thought he already was. I
did
had no
what?
Brace
idea
doesn't.
that
He
Brother
agrees
Love
with
was in the
Eric
Hall of
that
Fame.
Love should be in the Hall of Fame. We were just
That's-
talking about it a second.
That's some bullshit. Well, why is he not in the Hall of Fame?
That was not a good kick attempt at all. Wait, so who's that guy with like the?
Kurgan. He's
Yeah, a lot of these people I haven't heard of.
Kurgan is one of the oddities.
He
The
should be.
oddities.
They're a group of freaks. It was Kurgan. It was Golda, who wore a leather mask and an Eric Cartman T-shirt,
Mhm.
and that was Earthquake.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Earthquake.
And Luna Vachon was their manager, and there's another freak who I can't remember.
Well, meanwhile, Mark
Mark
Merrow was in
Merrow.
with Sable. Oh
Yeah.
wow, I had no idea.
Oh, Mark Merrow coming out. I'm gonna try and select.
Asa likes to call the Jeff Jarrett faction and AEW the Oddities.
Yeah.
I call them the rejects.
I like them.
I love the theme song for Jeff Jarrett. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's a good theme. So Switch says yes, the Rock promo on Billy is my all-time fave.
It's my all-time favorite Rock promo, I will say. Even though I know Wolf might disagree with like the final boss beatdown on Cody, that's way too recent. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that part, Switch. Bob, but my name's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is. That's so fucking funny. I can't believe that I forgot about that.
Yeah, The Rock had some funny promos. I've never seen someone get so over just because of promos. I mean, because let's be honest, I mean, he wasn't bad in the ring, but it wasn't his in-ring work that got him over. It was his shit talking, you know?
Shamrock runs really weird. Did you see that?
Yeah. And Shamrock in there.
Oh. Big
It's like
guy
he got
got
off a
eliminated.
horse before he
Kurgan.
got there. Fuck. Am I again?
Yeah.
Wasn't that like the record at the time with like the most amount of wrestlers it took to eliminate someone from the Royal Rumble? It took like 6 men to eliminate Kurgan, and then like a couple years later, obviously it was broken.
You may be right. That sounds right, but I'm not sure.
I think now the current record is 11 women to eliminate Nia Jax from the 2023 Royal Rumble. 11.
I need. I'm like starving.
11 women.
Are you good?
I don't know.
I'll take the. Open
No,
the.
no, no,
Oh, oh.
don't go in the trash.
No, I wasn't. I was gonna put them back in here.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Make
Because
sure
these
you
are
have
open.
one in them.
Oh, here. Okay. No, it's empty. Open.
You take this to the trash.
Yeah, well. No, you're giving this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thrasher. Willie, how do you spell your YouTube page so I can sub to you too? It's right underneath my name on the on my camera, I guess you could call it. Willie does wrestling. Willie, WILLY space does DOES space wrestling. WRESTLING. And we do a lot of stuff. I usually don't do plugs whenever I'm on No Bone streams, but until the end. But we do. Well, obviously, I post whatever watch alongs we do with Ace and K. We do news videos. We do watch alongs. We do universe mode, which is like kind of like the main focus of my channel nowadays. Whenever I'm not doing this. And everything in between. So if you want to go and check that stuff out, you most certainly can. I tried making a video yesterday about WWE and TNA's partnership, but the audio on my Streamlabs was not working. And it pissed me off because I had very nice things to say about that partnership. No. So I didn't even bother re-recording it because it was old news by that point. So it was like, okay. It was like, okay, I'm not gonna do it.
So NXT is developing a relationship with all Japan or New Japan? Willie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, so WWE is developing a relationship with All Japan or New Japan Wrestling.
Oh, that's interesting.
No, that was my question to you. What?
Oh, are they making a relationship with All Japan Pro Wrestling?
It's one or the other. That's what I swear I read.
I don't know about that, but obviously TNA is confirmed. I don't know if they'll be making.
Kay said TNA.
Yeah, it's TNA. They announced a partnership with TNA yesterday.
I swear I read something about Japan too, but we'll see.
I don't know. I think it was heavily rumored. Oh, Mankind. Oh, this was the one where they did the faces of Foley.
Yeah.
All the 3 faces. Oh, I completely forgot it was this one.
So what are we saying? How many are we saying? 2?
Yeah, 2. And I guess Dude Love is going to come later. Eric Tate says, do you think WWE 2K25 will be the last game for PS4? Honestly, if you ask me, and this is why I'm glad I got the Series X, I think 2K24 was the last one to release on PS4.
No way. No way.
I think that it's going to be just the new gen consoles on 2K25. I think it's just going to be Series X and PS5. Just face paint to orange.
I think it'll be the next one. I think now, knowing nothing about the video game industry nowadays, just putting that out there, I feel like it will be 2026.
I love how he changed his face paint and his outfit. Fucking Gold Dust.
So wait, is he Gold Dust now?
No, the artist formerly known as Gold Dust.
He's still the artist formerly known as Gold Dust. Okay.
He's still that.
We got Mankind in there. We got Mark Marrow just taking a victory lap. We got Henry O'Godwin. Mark Marrow about to knock him out.
Johnny says WWE needs to bring back the Here Comes the Pain and No Mercy gameplay mechanic. Oh my God, yes. That old arcade. Don't get me wrong. I love simulation. I love realism in my wrestling games. But the only thing that makes AEW Fight Forever so fun for me is that it's a recent game with the old mechanics.
Yeah.
It's like I don't play it as much as I play 2K, but whenever I play Fight Forever, I do have fun doing wacky shit. And I think WWE should do a simulation and also do like an option on the side where if you want to do arcadey, but I feel like it would take a long time to develop that plus all the new shit that they want to do.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Jeff Jarrett officially entering the match.
Accompanied by Jim Cornette. This is NWA North American Champion, Jeff Jarrett.
I'm here to tell you right now, Jeff Jarrett is an amazing wrestler, and he is going to be the AEW World Champion, and he is going to save AEW from the horrible product that it is doing right now with the Death Riders. Even though I personally love the Death Riders, don't get me wrong. But not a lot of people do.
I do
love
not the Death Riders.
The Death Riders are the greatest group in the history of AEW by default. But we don't talk about that.
Wait, you're saying that over the Elite and over Death Triangle?
Yes and yes.
And over that? No, you're wrong.
I disagree.
Yeah.
You say ever? You say ever?
No, in AEW.
Ever.
In AEW.
In AEW history. Minus the Blackpool Combat Club.
Death Triangle.
Death Triangle. And the Elite.
I guess you could say that because Pac was a dual champion.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, all of them have had different goals. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Minus the Death Triangle, the Death Riders are the best group.
So, if you just want to check your time, we are at 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 25 seconds.
I'm going to check my time in a second. My time is... Oh, my God. There's another one Honky Tonk Man's in.
Yeah.
Oh, how ironic. Both Retro Rumbles we did. I am at 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 50 seconds. A triple. Hunter Hearst Helmsley coming out with Honky Tonk Man.
Did no one show him how to use crutches? He's walking on both feet and then lifting the crutches up like this and like placing them on the ground without putting his body on them.
Someone tells me he got heat for that, brother. Hunter, who the hell told you how to use crutches? What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, so Ace asked me earlier who I'm for in this Rumble, but I didn't want to say because I didn't want to give away that Mick Foley comes out more than once, but I'm for Mick Foley. I have a very strong feeling he's not going to win, but still.
I know who wins, and I am for Mick Foley.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of who's in the ring right now, if I had absolutely no idea who was going to win, I would be for... Oh, who's in the ring right now? Not a lot of good guys.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Or did Jeff Jarrett just get eliminated?
Oh, I didn't. I was looking at the comments. We missed some.
Oh, The Rock.
Johnny says Jeff Jarrett needs to defeat Mox in a guitar on a pole match.
Jeff Jarrett needs to defeat Mox, and Christian cashes in right after and wins the AEW World title. Mm-hmm. But I already know that people on Twitter, even if Jeff Jarrett is champion for 2 minutes, people are going to be pissed. Even though everyone wants to act like, oh my God, Jeff Jarrett going on this retirement tour is great. Mm-hmm. If he wins that belt,
Yeah.
People are gonna absolutely tear it to shreds.
So Switch says Bang Gang Gang when they were healthy as a good.
I was mad about them.
Johnny says Inner Circle and JAS, and Switch also says Inner Circle was good too. I agree.
Were we picking what, worst champions or
What?
No, like
talking
best
about good
group.
factions in
good
AW.
faction? Oh, I swear I heard the term worst champions. Okay.
No. Best
Best
faction
faction?
because I was talking about the Death Riders. Inner
Yeah,
Circle.
the,
Inner Circle kind of ran its course a little bit too fast. And I
Yeah,
felt like
I was-
they should have done more with Santana and Ortiz.
Yeah.
Like they really only focused on really Jericho and Guevara. And that was really it with the Inner Circle. It was just to get Guevara over with Jericho's influence. And then all the rest of the guys were just for like, to increase the numbers of the group. Like Jake Hager did nothing.
Yeah.
And it's sad because I loved Jack Swagger when I was a kid. Maybe because I only liked We the People, I guess. But I don't know. Mark Henry.
comes another nation member.
Sexual shock.
Gross. Mark Henry, when I saw him wrestle, he was not at his peak. And like the grossest thing about him,
Peak.
it was never good, was the way he wore his singlet. You could see his dick, and it was like the grossest thing ever. And so I just never been a Mark Henry fan.
The grossest thing about Mark Henry is he's the only WWF superstar to ever father a rubber hand.
Oh my god, I remember that. Mae Young. When I
An octogenarian who then delivered a rubber hand covered in placental fluids.
fucking
I
Mae
would love to be in the
Young.
like brainstorming session where someone came up with that idea and said it out loud, and then other people were like, "Yeah, let's go with that."
Yeah, no, because I would have instantly been like, "Hey Vince, can I have that dude's job,
Yeah.
please?
Like
now."
Like, are you okay? Do you need to see someone?
When I was watching WWE, Mark Henry was kind of like in his sort of latter stages of his career where he wasn't on TV a whole lot. And right before I started watching, he was in the Hall of Pain where he was in like his main event type push, but didn't mean much. Ahmed Johnson's gone.
Huh?
Phineas is gone. Okay, now we're at the stage where there's a lot of
I
eliminations.
threw away the ends of 3 of them.
Oh, a referee was knocked down. What the fuck happened? It was Vince's idea to give birth to a hand. Of course it was.
Of course it was. Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I'm so shocked.
Yeah. That's not a mid-tier employee kind of idea.
Does it say what the plan was?
What? For what?
Oh.
I mean, what was the plan for her giving birth to the hand? What was supposed to come
Like,
of it?
it was only meant for comic relief. Like, that was literally it, to put the
That
E in WWE. But
It
no
does sound
one
like
was-
Vince's type of humor.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're gonna tease this pregnancy with an 80-year-old woman, and guys, it's gonna be a baby, man. No, of course it wasn't going to be a baby. Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, that's the Godfather. Comma.
I think you're a little ahead of us.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're fine. I just didn't see him. Yeah.
Kama. This is before he was the Godfather.
He was also Papa Shango, right?
Correct.
We
Yeah.
met him as Papa Shango.
It was Charles Wright.
The Iron
Papa-
Sheik was Colonel Mustafa. No, he was General Adnan, was it? No, he was Colonel Mustafa. My bad.
Kama was the 23rd man entered, and I guess since Steve Austin, this has been a soccer club or whatever.
Yeah, Kama was Kama Mustafa, and then Papa Shango, and then
The God.
Kama, the Supreme Fighting Machine. And then he became the Godfather, and then he became the Good Father.
I think Mustafa Ali got his name from him.
Do I think?
No,
Ali.
I think that was like more of his own thing.
Okay.
I think there was like even an interview where he tried explaining his name, but I don't remember what it was.
Did he say how to say it? Because we always forget. Because they did two different ways. And
Mustafa.
Mustafa. Okay, that's what I thought.
I say Mustafa.
Because a lot of people were calling him Mustafa Ali, and when he turned heel, especially, he was like, "No, it's Mustafa Ali."
I don't know.
Like when he joined Retribution, if anyone remembers that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
That was when they did like the hacker thing, right? With him, where like they had all this buildup that like a hacker was there.
Yeah, they did the hacker.
But they didn't do anything with the actual hacking really, except like make the screen go fuzzy.
No, they only did the hacker, and then they dropped it for months. Then they did Retribution. They revealed Ali as the leader, and then like a backstage promo, Ali was like, "Oh, you know that hacker that was going around on SmackDown a couple months ago? Yeah, that's me." Like, okay,
Yes, I stopped watching at that point.
like, okay, like, what are we supposed to do with that information now? The only thing the hacker really did on SmackDown was like, I guess it kind of exposed Sonya Deville for betraying Mandy Rose. And that was all they did during the Otis and Dolph Ziggler storyline, which was like, that was the best you could do.
So if Mick Foley can't win for some reason, then I'm for Stone Cold. I love when wrestlers use part of their outfit to choke people. I like inventive attacks, you know? Improvisational attacks.
Well, just about all the superstars ganged up on the ring.
Just punching someone eliminates them. Oh my God, look at Mike Tyson, who's just sitting there. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Hey, you guys know that Mike Tyson's in attendance? You guys know that? Oh my goodness, guys, look at Mike Tyson.
Who's that guy punching and kicking Steve Austin?
D'Lo Brown.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't recognize him.
Henry Godwin.
He's the one who paralyzed Darren Cross.
Yeah.
And who's a former European champion and tag team champion.
That has to be so traumatic, you know?
I thought he was on the way to a promising career, I thought, too.
D'Lo? Or drop the second?
D'Lo. If he would have cut a little fat off.
I'll tell you one thing. You gotta tip your hat to Justin Bradshaw. Justin Bradshaw's been in this match for over 38 minutes for a 6-6. That's one hell of a feat. And it's probably somebody that got stood by Steve Austin in the back. Henry Godwin. Jack Bradshaw.
Those ropes are really loose.
Yeah, whenever someone grabs them, it's like they're moving 5 feet away. It almost feels like
we watched a lot of old wrestling, and it's really loose ropes for an old match, even, you know. That's why people think they're
No.
made of rubber, you know, because they're so bouncy when they're loose like that.
There's a lot of running into the ropes and moving your
Yeah,
back
like
into the
especially if
ropes.
you're doing an Irish whip, it leaves a lot of opportunity to like go through the ropes when you're not even intending on it.
Mhm.
So I'm sure they left them loose.
All these who the hell are these three guys that are just fucking there?
No idea.
One is Savio Vega in the red of Los Barucas.
So
Is that
it's
like the reincarnation of George the Animal Steel right there?
No. There's a Puerto Rican or Cuban gang. I can't remember
So-
which one was
so
Cuban
it's
or
almost
Puerto
like-
Rican.
Savio Vega is the official entrant then, and then the rest of those guys were just running in just to get Austin, I guess.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
so.
the impression I got. Yeah.
I think so.
That's the impression I have. I don't know because I know the big story of this match is like I'm a marked man, son. Everybody doesn't like me, son.
That guy's got a cool Marilyn Manson shirt on.
Oh.
I don't know. One of
Oh
those.
no! Right in the gold dust.
Willie, whenever it's like the last two dudes in the ring, I need you to just like stay quiet for like 45 seconds, just in case. Is
Yeah,
that okay?
I feel that. Yeah, could
It's
still
not
be a
really
while.
hard. It's like,
before they
like
get
maybe
back.
like 15 seconds.
I don't remember who the runner-up even was. I think because when I did a title trivia where it was like who was the Rumble winner, who was the runner-up, and who did they face at WrestleMania, I stopped at 98. I forgot who the runner-up was in 98. Farouk. Oh fuck! There we go. I fucking spoiled it again.
So Eric Tate says JR and the King, Jerry Lawler, were gold in the old WWF.
They were best commentary group of all time. Best commentary duo, I should say.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I'm going with Bobby the Brain.
In WWF, I'm gonna go with something involving Bobby Heenan, no doubt.
And Vince McMahon.
Maybe, unfortunately.
That camera did. Ford man just got run over. I put him up already.
Huh?
I put up all the comments so far.
You put them up?
Yeah.
And you've seen them all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I put them on the screen and
Oh.
read them.
Thank you.
You said you like to be able to watch the show.
I appreciate
King was
it.
trying to.
Think about them.
Mhm.
You enjoyed the show?
Yeah, it's been really great so far. I'm very glad I picked
Very
it.
good show, yeah.
I can't wait for.
What do you think of the show so far, Willie? Pretty good.
I think it was. I think it's pretty good. Like, you know, the show has a very nice pace.
Mhm.
Some very decent names in there. I'm shocked. Honky Tonk Man is still in there. Holy shit! But
So Switch says Gorilla and Bobby, which is usually what Asa says is like one of his favorites.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There, dude, love. Here it
Yeah.
there we
comes.
go.
Come on, Nicole, you can win it. A face. I can't believe the crowd isn't like freaking out. What is up with this audience?
Honestly, yeah. If it was
What's
today's
up?
era, they'd be freaking out. It's like, oh
Yeah.
my god, Mick Foley entered the Royal Rumble 3 times.
Also,
Like,
it's his
what kind
hometown.
of shit is that?
Wait, what?
I mean, he's not from New York, New York. It's his home state, I should say.
Oh, I thought they were in Wisconsin.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, they are. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because
I'm
New
an idiot.
Age Outlaws were wearing Packers jerseys.
Packers, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was thinking about a different year.
Sure. We all make mistakes.
That's what makes us human.
Mhm.
Man, people's elbow. And Stone Cold beats the shit out of him after.
Stone Cold.
Wait, was that a people's elbow or a leg drop?
That was a people's elbow.
That was a
and
people's
Stone Cold
elbow.
beat the shit out of him.
Oh, I thought.
Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone
That
Cold.
makes sense because I thought his leg drop missed, but that's because he wasn't doing a leg drop. It was his elbow. Do you think Dustin still owns all these outfits? Like, did WWE
Yes.
let him take them?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I think he does, and I think there were even a couple of points where he like auctioned some of his old gear
That's cool.
For charity or something.
for charity. Yeah.
He's a good guy, Dustin Rhodes. He's a very good guy.
Oh my God, it's chains.
Yeah, every year he like posts some stuff at his sobriety anniversary, and it's very.
Yeah,
Very
like that.
cute.
Those little like bottle caps. Yeah, I remember Eminem. I think Eminem did the same thing when he was getting sober.
Mhm.
Yeah, he helps other people get sober
Yeah.
and stay sober.
Mhm.
He donates a lot to charity. And just everything I've ever heard about Dustin Rhodes, it helps the younger guys with the wrestling, with the moves. Not only that, but like how to survive in the game, being on the road all the time. Just, I've never heard a negative word
Mhm.
about Dustin Rhodes.
He just seems so like sincere in his desire to help people.
I agree. Yeah.
Nice.
I agree.
So Chains was number 29, so that means 30 is coming momentarily.
So who do we think 30 is going to be?
I know who the winner is. I'm not gonna pretend.
You know who number 30 is?
Oh, I don't know who number
was
30
number
is.
30 the winner?
No. Oh, I thought you were asking me who do I think the winner was.
No,
And I
no,
was
no. I'm
like,
sorry. I was just saying,
know.
who do you think number 30 is?
I got switched. This was in
Oh.
San Jose. Yeah, my bad. Eric
Oh.
says back in '99.
Well, number
Taking a rage.
30 was
So that makes sense because they were heels.
Was
when
Eric down there?
when did Kane debut? 97?
98. I feel like.
Oh, so not Kane. Well, I'm gonna find out in 1 second.
Eric, what do you mean? The green screen for their TV tapings? Are you talking about like for where the announcers were, or like when they did interviews? Like, when would they use this green screen?
Okay. Yeah, I should have seen that.
Comes 30.
Yeah.
Vader.
It's Vader time. Vader would have been my last guess because we saw him earlier.
Yeah. There have been several people we've seen earlier, though. You know.
Yeah, they're doing like Goldust and Vader are locking horns now in the ring.
I am.
Just in case
you.
you missed tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Honky Tonk. He's gone.
So out of who's left, I'm for Dude Love, definitely.
Oh my God, I'm definitely for The Rock.
We just saw Honky Tonk get thrown out.
Was that Honky Tonk?
Yeah.
That
Are you
was
sure it
Honky
wasn't
Tonk.
one of the blue?
I'm positive.
One of the blue Cubans.
No,
It was the Honky Tonk. Jim Ross said, "There goes Honky Tonk."
Oh, okay.
Plus, he had Honky Tonk hair.
Honky Tonk. Yeah.
Kane debuted in 1997 at Bad Blood. Yeah, because I was gonna guess Kane.
7.
I was gonna guess Kane. I thought because we didn't see him at all, so I was like, "Oh yeah."
When
Kane.
was that? October '97.
It was around there. It was the first ever Hell in a Cell.
6'6", 300 pounds. Hammering away up. Dude Love's in there.
Back in 1988, WWF had a green screen background for their TV tapings. Oh, what?
Yeah. Do you know what that means?
No?
Yeah. A green screen.
No, I know what a green screen is. I'm saying, like, when would they use it in their taping?
When the announcers were talking to each other, they would have a green screen. They wouldn't show the crowd. Same
gotcha.
background
Okay. That makes sense. Thank you.
for each show would have a different background back there.
Okay.
So you weren't always seeing the same thing.
Yeah.
Very good idea by Vince.
Why didn't they want you to see the fans?
Like I said, just so you weren't seeing the same thing. You weren't seeing an arena every week.
Oh.
So on Wrestling Challenge, you saw this. On the other show, you saw this.
Yeah, but
On All American Wrestling, you saw a nice house with windows on it, an American flag in the front yard.
I like seeing the crowd up close. Like, that's one of the only times you can see them, like, in detail, you know?
And even then, if you're sitting in the area where the commentators are, and you go back to watch that pay-per-view, it's like, oh, there's me.
Yeah, exactly.
Myself.
Oh,
Like that's something that a lot of people could really look back on and be like, oh my
found
God.
Asa. What was that? What show was that?
There was a WCW Nitro / Thunder taping in the waning days of WCW. They were basically giving the fucking tickets away. And I got front row seats right beside the announcers.
Wow.
I'm
Also,
I'm on like the whole show.
also, I'm pretty sure Bad Blood at that time was BADD blood.
Yeah.
Bad blood.
Yeah.
To be cool, to be edgy. Oh my god. Spell bad.
What's that dude with the real long hair?
James.
Chains.
That's not.
What?
Oh,
Is that the same Chains that got fired, Willie?
Chains?
Yeah.
I will Google that. I don't remember. I like Chains.
Because there was a Chains that got fired for choking Vince McMahon in Vince's office.
Yeah, that would do it.
And I'm not sure if that's the same guy.
So we got 4 people left. I think. I didn't see.
Yeah, we got Farouk, Dude Love, Stone Cold, and The Rock.
Come on, Dude Love. Make it happen.
So this is.
Don't miss the end looking up Chains.
I'm not missing the end. I know
Okay.
we're on the final 4. I'm nowhere near the end.
Okay.
1996, 1997. That was ECW. I don't want to go there.
Mick Foley wasn't as chatty as I expected him to be when we met him. I mean, he was very nice, but I expected him to be more personable.
He's been talking to people.
Oh, I know, I get it. And that's like what he's been doing for like years and years. I can see it. But Asa, when he was a kid, was a giant nerd, and he kept a spiral-bound notebook
The
of
only
all of
thing.
Mick Foley's matches and who he fought and where they were and like all this stuff. And then when he met Mick Foley for the first time, he
Oh, shit,
brought
we're already
notebook
at the final
and showed
2.
him. What is that?
We're already at the final 2. I was gonna say the
Yeah.
reason Chains got fired, but I'm gonna hold off on that.
Robin was trying to tell a touching story. Kay was trying to tell a touching story.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's fine.
It's all right. She can
Yeah.
tell it after this.
I thought Nails choked out.
They're not cold farm.
Tricked him.
Bam, stunner.
Stone Cold.
And that's it.
That's who I thought was going to win. Yeah.
That was Stone Cold's second Royal Rumble win.
That was a good Royal Rumble.
Mhm.
And
That
don't forget,
was.
guys, we still have a casket match for
Oh,
the
yeah.
title.
I
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah, I figured. I
forgot we
also
still have
forgot.
That's the thing. That's the thing about having the Rumble be the co-main event. Why the fuck would you do that? Because then it's like, oh wait, we got one more match. Because after the Rumble, you're just like, all right, good night, ladies and gentlemen. Go on.
So Switch says we got Nails.
Yeah,
Sure,
because it's
I'll
not
recognize
Chains.
Nail.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because because the only thing they told me on Wikipedia, his last match in the company was on June 15th, 1998 on an episode of Raw, which was a loss to Val Venus. After this match, he was released from the company once again.
Yeah, Nails, who ironically his gimmick was that he was a convict.
So Eric says it was at the old WWF studios in Stamford where the green screen was at.
Yeah.
So it was The Rock who was the runner-up. I
they
guess
did.
Mick Foley. I guess Mick Foley was the runner-up in that title trivia. And John looked at me as if I was like, what?
You had a better chance of percentage-wise of being right if you picked Mick Foley.
Yeah, because I was like,
That's 3 times.
because in that video, I was like, wasn't that the one where they did the 3 faces of Foley? Surely one of them was like the runner-up.
Yeah.
What did he
That was
finish?
good.
Third? That was a good Rumble.
I didn't see it.
What's the best Rumble you've seen?
My memory doesn't work like that. So right now, this one.
The best Rumble I've seen is 2001 so far.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Here's Iron Mike, baby.
Stop with that. Like, bro, get to the casket match.
Did Edge return to wrestling in the Royal Rumble, or did he come back like at a regular time?
He returned in the Royal Rumble.
That's what I was
2020.
gonna say. That might have been my favorite. I just wasn't sure if I was remembering that
The
correctly.
one where Brock
Oh, that's
Lesnar
good.
dominated like half of it.
Oh fuck no, that's my least favorite Rumble.
The only saving grace was Edge coming back and McIntyre winning. That was it. Is the only good things about that match.
I'm mad with Lesnar.
My favorite personally is 92.
Oh, we watched that one last year, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Why is that one your favorite?
It just, it was an hour long. Ric Flair came in like first. He lasted the whole time to win
Came
the
in
world
second.
title. Came in second. Thank you. Lasted the whole time. Won the world title. It's the only Royal Rumble where the world title was on the line. And you had who? Flair, Hogan. Who else in it? Sergeant Slaughter,
It's not the
Roddy
only,
Piper, Bret Hart. You name it.
Yeah.
it's not the only one where the world title was on the line.
Oh, you're right. Roman Reigns.
2016.
You're right. You're right.
Defended the world title, but it was won by Triple H.
You're right. My
Just
fault.
as a big middle finger to Roman Reigns, because they wanted the crowd to love Roman Reigns, but they hated him. He was shoved down everyone's throats because it was like, okay, you're gonna have Triple H win, but we all know that Roman Reigns is gonna win it back at WrestleMania. It's so stupid.
Yeah, that was back when I hated Roman Reigns.
It was back when everybody hated Roman Reigns. It was like they wanted literally anybody else but Roman Reigns to be the top guy, and
That's
they
when he
had
was
Rollins.
That's when it was like the big dog, right? Wasn't that what it's called? Or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
I hated him.
Mike Tyson said, "Cold Stone is my man." I'm surprised they didn't edit that. Well, I mean, it was a live promo. I don't think they would edit that.
Yeah.
The same reason why half the time they mention World Wrestling Federation, they don't edit it out. It's because it was a live show. It was also back at the time where they didn't get in trouble with the actual WWF.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And even then, yeah, the only times that they would censor WWF is if they say the short form. When they say World Wrestling Federation, they
Yeah,
don't.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because WWF is World Wildlife Fund as well. So it's like,
Yeah. I don't know if this is everywhere, but there's it used to be more popular back when the change was more recent. But there's like a bumper sticker of like a panda bear with like a chair hitting another
I've
panda
seen
bear.
a shirt of that sticker so many times where it's like the panda from the WWF logo hitting another bear with the steel chair and it's the WWF right on it. I was like, should I buy that? Nah, it's way, way before my time. People would look at me being like, what is the story behind that shirt? And I'd have to be like, why don't you have a seat right over there? And I'll explain to you why that shirt exists. It all started with a company called the World Wildlife Fund. WWF wrestling came first. I doubt that.
Yeah,
I mean,
WWF.
yeah, the worldwide wrestling federation. Yes.
Yeah.
World
Except
Wildlife.
the two W's first, I think, was the World Wildlife, which is how they were able to win their lawsuit.
Actually, the World Wildlife Fund was founded on April 29th, 1961 in Switzerland.
In Switzerland? Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes, it was a Swiss promotion. World Wrestling Federation was founded in.
That's your last one. So
it was founded in 1953. So what the fuck happened?
The World Wrestling Federation was?
Yeah, well, like WWE as a whole was founded in 1953, back when it was the Worldwide Wrestling Federation.
When did they drop?
When did they drop the Worldwide? I don't know. When did they drop the Worldwide Wrestling
I'm
Federation.
gonna say 1968.
1968, they changed it to it. That
That's
was
my
probably
guess.
why. That was
That's
probably
my
why.
guess.
1979.
I went to a house show where Kane showed up, and the dude in front of me was so mad that he didn't have any pyro that that's all he talked about for like the rest of the show.
Yeah.
And he had like the most southern accent. He was like, Kane ain't got no pyro. You know, like,
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my
Yeah.
day is ruined. But yeah, I guess it was because when they did the short form in 1979, it was almost like they were like a gotcha. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, because you did the short form like after the World Wildlife Fund it was invented, they had a case technically. So it was
Yeah.
like, okay. Because yes, it was Worldwide Wrestling Federation. They should, if they kept WWF, they would have been like, okay, all right.
I'm gonna be honest, the World Wildlife Fund is my preferred WWF. So I'm fine with them not having to change them.
It seemed pretty all right. It's like worldwide Wrestling Federation. Like you could have done that.
Yeah.
So Shawn Michaels coming out in the ring with a D Generation X. China wasn't even in this one, so it was 99. It was 99 that China came in the Royal Rumble.
Here they come, baby.
Yeah, I knew she was in this one, but I wasn't like 100% positive, so I didn't want to say. Oh,
I didn't know she wasn't. I thought she was. I thought she was in like back to back. I thought she was in 98, 99, but I guess she was in 99 and 2000.
2000, yeah.
Yeah.
So Switch says Heartbreak Kid, my all-time fave.
Oh yeah.
Good.
One of the best ever to do it.
Yep.
No doubt. Top 20.
I remember in one of the BTE videos, being the Elite, that the Elite used to do on YouTube. They
Yeah.
did like a video of like Cody Rhodes being possessed, and it
Yeah.
was like Cody Rhodes in the spirit of a WWE mark. And Cody was like, WWE used to be known as the Worldwide Wrestling Federation. And the Young Bucks and Hangman were like, oh my God, what the fuck's going on with Cody? And then Scorpio Sky was in the video when they were trying to exercise Cody. And Cody's like, I know you, Harold. Anger management with Kane. Because Scorpio Sky was Harold in the Bryan Danielson and Kane Team Hell No anger management segments.
Oh,
Wow.
So it was almost like Cody Rhodes playing the mark, being like, "Oh my God, Scorpio Sky."
Yeah, that's awesome. So for those of you that might just be joining us or are not quite sure where we are on the show, we are at 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 25 seconds.
So
for the start of the main event. We got The Undertaker coming
2
on.
hours, 18 minutes, and 35 seconds. So for 26 minutes left of the show.
Mhm.
We're going into midnight, folks.
So Switch is what happened to Sky. He did a few promos and has not been seen. Weird, but I'm not positive on that.
Enjoyed nice catering.
Yeah, it's surprising because he was like pretty big in the early AEW for him to have just disappeared.
He had like a monster push in the TNT championship scene where he was seen so brightly, and then they brought in as many WWE guys as possible, and they were like, okay, well, you're reduced to nothing. I thought there was a thing. I thought there was a thing where he teamed up with other people.
He did.
Who?
He was in SCU, wasn't he?
No. I'm talking like recently, like after his return. Like I thought he was like with Private Party or something.
Now, the last time I remember him being with someone was with Ethan Page.
Yeah, Ethan Page and Dan Lambert and Men of the Year,
Yeah.
all that jazz.
Yeah.
I mean, I could play the WWE mark and be like, they're punishing him because Ethan Page is in NXT. They don't like that. So, Scorpio.
I don't know if that would be the case. He had that
That would
cool
be-
Lakers belt, didn't he? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that Lakers belt looked so sick. That was in the
Yeah.
era where everyone had like a customized TNT championship. Like Miro had the white one.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
He had like a white strap because he was like the Redeemer, God's favorite champion.
Yeah, yeah.
And then before that, he had a green TNT championship for like Bulgaria. Yeah.
Oh, huh.
And then they changed it to the white for God's favorite champion. Then Scorpio won it, and it was the Lakers.
Yeah.
And then Wardlow, he changed it to the black and red that we know.
Was that what it originally looked like? And they just went back to it, or was it different?
No, TNT championship in the early days was like a red strap with a silver plate, a silver main plate that had the black lettering that said TNT championship because it wasn't even like finished yet.
Yeah.
And they had to get the gold on the TNT.
Yeah.
So it was like when Cody held it and when Brody Lee had it, it was the unfinished TNT championship. So when they had Mike Tyson hand it to Cody, I remember everyone was so mad.
Well, that's been my least favorite belt since the beginning.
I
The only
loved the
time I have
TNT
liked it is when Jack Perry like altered it.
Yeah, that looked very sick.
Yeah, I was really upset when he lost it and they went back to the ugly belt. Like, that was so cool.
Yeah, because it was like, and they had that video where Jack Perry made it from scratch,
it's
and it was
smelting it together. It was so awesome.
I was like, oh my god, I
That
thought
might
like
made me like Jack Perry more than anything he's done on television.
Because I appeared on a podcast and the guys showed me the video because I didn't see it, and I was like, oh my fucking god, that makes it all the more amazing. Like, wow, he did it all himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that is dedication.
Interesting guy.
He is like
there was videos of him when he was it might have been before he went to New Japan, where he was like lighting himself on fire with that like jelly stuff they use in horror movies and stuff. Seems like he has very unusual interests that I find interesting.
Oh yeah, for sure. He'd be the kind of guy that you would want to hang out with, and he would tell you horror stories of what would happen when he got set on fire.
Yeah. I can't decide if he would be fun to hang out with or if he'd be like just like super douchey annoying. It's a nice looking casket inside.
So I was right. What I was going to say earlier. This was the match where Shawn Michaels got his back impaled on a casket that forced him to retire.
That just now?
Yeah, that just now when he got his back hit on the casket.
Oh my god.
Because I was like, but he fought at WrestleMania 14 against Austin. But I guess maybe the injury sort of got to him later on.
Yeah.
I think that was what happened. It slowly got to him.
Well, I could see you like not wanting to be willing to admit that like you have an injury that's career ending, you know, like
especially in those times because you want to wrestle, and especially with WrestleMania season coming up, it's like, oh man, I want to wrestle though. But you can now tell in Shawn's body language, he's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, and his face, like, that's the best selling I've ever seen, like face wise from him. So that makes sense that it's a real injury.
It's a shoot, brother.
Yeah,
fucking hurts.
Shows great agility, quickening the pace. Undertaker holds on, back up to his feet.
Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute, Shawn Michaels Undertaker casket match.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this the one? It was. This match makes me mad just because of that back spot for Shawn, and it made him leave for 4 years. Yeah, because I think it was actually after WrestleMania 14 that he left.
Mm-hmm. But
And
from
they-
this injury,
like from wrestling, and then they had him be Commissioner Sean for the longest
Yeah.
time. And then 2002, he came back. Cool.
mhm.
Oh, and then they had him do the old school right on that back. Ouch.
I hate this move. The like
The old
holding the
school?
wrestler's hand while they walk the ropes.
I remember
That shit
when I
is
was
so
a kid.
stupid.
When
Yeah.
I was a kid and my parents were wrestling fans, I ruined the sport for them. But when my parents were wrestling fans and I would see the Undertaker do the old school, I'd be like, why doesn't his opponent just push him off?
Exactly. Yeah. Push
Or
him off, pull him down.
away,
I
yeah.
do.
Or let go of his hand.
Yeah.
Like, do anything and ever trip him. So that way he
That's
goes
probably
both-
my like second or third least favorite move in wrestling.
like the old school seems like the easiest move to ever get out of, just for like moving slightly and the Undertaker would fall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you can't balance on that forever.
Yeah. Especially with how loose those ropes are. I would imagine that makes it a lot more difficult.
Well, yeah, because we saw whenever anyone did an Irish whip, you get pulled like
Yeah.
so far. Oh my god, Triple H still with that crutch on both legs. Dude, stop.
So
Give up.
does Undertaker have an actual teardrop tattoo on his face now? Because like that is very much like painted on.
No, that is clearly painted on.
Yeah, but I mean, like nowadays, does he like? Did he eventually get a tattoo of one?
No.
Okay.
No.
Does he have? Oh no, he has that neck tattoo. That's what I'm thinking of.
He has the neck tattoo. Like obviously everyone knows if you have a teardrop tattoo, it
Yeah,
means you killed someone. And obviously if the Undertaker never killed anyone, you wouldn't want that. So
Yeah,
Yeah, he killed AJ Styles, remember?
that's true. We saw him bury AJ Styles alive.
Buried him alive.
yeah, it's true.
Left him for dead.
And then he came back a few weeks later.
Yeah, totally fine.
Like nothing.
No mention of the death.
He qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match a couple of weeks later. It was like nothing explained. How did you get out of that? Are you okay? Do you have PTSD? Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
says,
God.
I love when someone jumps off the top rope and Samoa Joe just walks away. I agree.
I
That's one of
love
my favorite
that.
things in Samoa Joe.
Just that face. It's like the nope.
Doesn't have a face, yeah.
How has this been
I
so
think
far?
that's
good.
what people call it. It's like the nope move.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, nope, you're not getting me.
Willie pointed out this is a match where Shawn Michaels hurts his back, you know?
I was going to say this was the one, and then when I heard JR say, "Oh, this is the road to WrestleMania 14," I'm like, wait a minute, he still wrestled, but he wrestled injured, I guess,
Yeah.
which makes a lot of sense.
Oh, God, the loose ropes make me so nervous that someone's going to get, like, caught in them, you know?
The barricades too were not the very best at this time.
Yeah.
Like it adds to the realism, but the protection of that, it's not.
That's how AWs were, right? When they started? They were just like the old
Kind of.
Michaels retired for how many years?
4. Switch said it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like 1998, and then he came back in 2002.
Interesting. Just as Stone Cold left, he was returning. Huh?
Well, Austin was there for at least another like 6 months, I think. He left.
Just as Stone Cold became the man, he was leaving.
You should show everyone how little that SpongeBob ice cream looks like SpongeBob.
It kind of looks like him.
Oh, not on the side that I can see. It's like him as if his face was melting off.
Oh my god, I remember seeing those, and that those teeth. Those teeth are nightmare fuel, man.
It looks like his giant buck teeth.
It's staring right into my soul.
Like, not like, I know he has like buck teeth regularly, but like beaver teeth.
By the way, Shawn Michaels is facing the Undertaker casket match.
That guy in the front row looks like Kid Rock. Hat and like long stringy hair.
Oh no, he's not. Oh, I'm not gonna spoil that spot. You're probably gonna see it in a couple seconds.
Yeah, I think we're about to see something.
Oh, nice spot.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, how did I not break his tailbone?
nice.
That sound of the impact though,
Yeah.
man, ouch. That looked more gruesome than the legitimate injury
Yeah,
that fucking
yeah.
happened.
Well, plus to know that like he's doing all of this having just injured his back is like, ugh.
Hearing about any wrestler who goes through like a fucked up injury, especially a career-ending one, but they still finish the match is
Yeah.
insane. But then again, you go through so much pain anyways that it almost becomes like running on pure adrenaline, and then you finish the match and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
But you could still see in Michael's face, he's just like, man, it's getting there.
Yeah.
Willie, did you ever do any amateur wrestling in school?
I did, and I was what you would consider a jobber.
Huh.
I was an enhancement talent. I forgot my weight at that time. I was probably around 130. And there was no, but so I was too heavy to be in the 120 class. So they put me in with the 140, 150 guys. So these people, I was 130 kind of in fat. These motherfuckers were 150 and muscle and can bench press 2 knees. So I would go in there, I'd be ready, and then these people would literally just give me like a spine buster the second that I just that the ref said go, and before I could react, man, these people just threw me over, and since they were so heavy, I can't move.
Wait, is amateur wrestling like collegiate wrestling?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize spine buster was a real move in like amateur wrestling.
No, it's like it felt like a spine buster. He picked me up
okay.
and he slammed me down, and then he pinned my shoulders down because really to win an amateur wrestling match, yeah, you got to move them over to your
that was
back.
a real move, but I didn't.
You got to move them over your back, and it's not a 3 count. It's like if you can't move, you win. As much as I love Sean, don't forget he was on coke and pulled up too much. He pilled up too much, so HBK won't really be feeling the pain. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I guess you
it's an important word in that sentence.
He was known to be on quite a few pills.
But now he's on Jesus.
And if you believe the stories, he was known to give quite a few pills to ladies and take advantage of them.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's a very big word to use in a sentence like that.
That's true. That's true. He and Marty Jannetty, allegedly.
You put the Undertaker to sleep?
I don't know. Who's to know? I don't know. It's just a rumor.
What's that rumor website that you love?
I'll give it out someday.
Okay. I found like a dirt sheet kind of thing. That's like was like a GeoCities site on this, right? It was like really old. And it was like all these wrestling rumors, some of which we'd heard before, and then some were just like, what?
Eric Tate says, how come referees never smile? Well, they gotta focus on the action. Serious shit. You don't want people getting hurt.
Plus, then people might misread it as you like favoring a wrestler over the other if you like smile at a time when like someone else is winning, you know?
That's true. It's like you smile. You smile when a babyface wrestler wins. It's
Yeah.
like, wow, that's a babyface ref.
That's
a good question, Eric. That's a great question.
I would imagine so that they don't seem biased, is my guess.
The only times that they ever do smile is if they're a heel favored, person. Earl Hebner, I'm looking at you.
Switch says that the tattoo on your arm is sweet. Your Mario, I'm guessing. Wait, which one are you talking about? He's
It
got
was
a
the
bunch of
Mario
signs.
because he was on this
Okay.
side.
Oh, okay. He's got like my favorite one of his was a Dracula that he has like covering his forearm, and then on the other side he has the mummy from the movie The Mummy.
It's like the Joker from the movie Joker.
So that's the Dracula, and it's got like bats coming above it. And then show your mummy.
What do we got left? Oh, we got less than 10 minutes remaining from the show.
That's the mummy from the Universal Horror Mummy movie.
Nice elbow from Shawn Michaels.
He's still on the top of the turnbuckle for us.
Oh, keep forgetting.
No, you're right, dude. His elbow drop. I don't know. Who's do you like better, Machos or his?
Macho, man.
Machos. Yeah.
That goes without
He's
saying.
got a good
There's no
elbow drop.
question.
Yeah.
Like Shawn would get good height in a sense, but Macho it had more power. It had more.
And it's majestic
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
to watch. It really is.
The Switch says they did get on those sets, and he also says Macho. I agree, Macho. I was just curious if anyone thought Sean's was better.
The stupidest finish in a Royal Rumble history will always be when Macho Man did that elbow and tried to pin Yokozuna, and Yoko, all he had to do was kick out. Macho just flies over. It's just like, why?
Why was he trying to pin someone?
Probably so that way that he didn't have to pick Yokozuna up. I think Yoko had a hard time.
Yeah, Sean's super kick. I agree. And Eric Tate says Nick Patrick in WCW was a good heel ref. I agree. I read that as Neil Patrick Harris at first, and I was like, he was in wrestling, but
Patrick was good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny clip. It's like 4 seconds long. Look up Nick Patrick ref flop or WCW ref flop. Like I said, it's like 4 seconds long. It's so silly.
It's so dumb.
And that, kids, was How I Met Your Mother. I was refereeing a WWE event, and your mother was in the front row, and she caught my eye. I ignored a pinfall attempt because she was majestic in beauty. I was fired.
Harris is not Southern.
I was fired shortly after. I went off in storytelling mode.
Yeah,
I went off. Charles Robinson is the best ref. Oh my god, I remember WrestleMania where someone was going for a I think it was Undertaker Michaels, and Charles Robinson's just running down the ring. Oh my god, I need to get there. It's such a long ramp.
I liked what?
Oh, they're both. Oh, okay.
How the fuck does that work? Is the ref supposed to be the one that closes the casket?
Yeah, they're supposed to open and close it.
Oh, okay.
Switch to WCW had this one skinny ref that was so animated. Mark Curtis, I think, is who you're talking about.
Mark Curtis.
The better known as Brian Hildebrand, maybe his real name. Died of stomach cancer.
They're straight to hell.
He was featured in the WCW NWO Revenge video game as the referee in that. I believe that's who you're talking about, is Mark Curtis.
Danny Davis was a good heel ref too.
I don't like Danny Davis.
Yeah.
I don't know many referees' names, so I only know Earl Hebner. When in TNA, he was in Jeff Jarrett's pockets. Let him win the NWA World Title.
You don't know the AEW refs' names?
Well, you can have two.
I know Aubrey Edwards. Waves her arms around. Oh my god, guys!
Yeah.
You can have two, Willie, because of Earl Hebner's evil twin brother, Dave.
Oh, my phone's about to die.
The whole Andre who's the ref who counted the right one? Who's the original?
If I'm still remove me. If I'm still on my way, take me off. Please.
Okay, DX and the other guys beating the hell out of the Undertaker.
Oh,
I was gonna say, how the hell did Michael
Los
miss
Barucas, they were called,
Los Borucas?
or Los
Oh,
Barucas, Los Barucas.
wow. Okay.
Not like correct
That's
pronunciation.
correct. That's correct.
Really?
Yes, that's correct.
Interesting. Look at that sweet dog.
It's gotta be Kane. It's gotta
Oh,
be
that's why
Kane.
we're not in the Rumble, I guess.
I guess they wanted him to be the big surprise for the main
Yeah.
event. Because, yeah, I was going to say Kane for number 30. It's like he was there. Oh my God, it's gotta be Kane.
I like that my phone dies sometimes.
Whenever I see like any old segments with like the actual original bodysuit version of Kane, I gotta say it's gotta be Kane.
This is when Kane was the shit.
Oh, this was when I think there was like one episode of Raw where he was so pissed off he interrupted like everything and just like chokeslammed people. And JR got so annoyed. He's like, oh God, not this again. Because Kane used to only had the lights out before his theme started playing. Oh God, we all know who it is now.
How come Hogan dropped the WWF title in the in '88 in on main event? So I'm gonna try and tell the story shortly.
The
So
script said so.
Hulk Hogan, well, Vince McMahon wanted to switch the title. Hulk Hogan, brother, of course, did
That's
not
not-
want to switch the title. Yeah.
Oh shit, Kane's beating the hell out of the Undertaker.
Oh, he did not want to switch the title. So instead of booking, a loss to, say, Macho Man Randy Savage, someone like that, some up and coming star, instead of doing
Slam him in
that,
the casket.
they had a match. They booked Hogan versus Andre the Giant for a show on NBC. Oh,
No.
and then that's it. Shawn Michaels wins.
Wait, so I have some Kane questions. Willie, did you say
I'll continue that story later.
I'm sorry, I just feel some minute. So did you say Kane this was his second appearance? Willie?
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, did you say that this was his second pay-per-view or his second? I think you said something was his second. Something.
No, there was a Raw episode where Kane was so pissed off he interrupted a lot of segments and just beat the shit out of people.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
No, I think Kane had more Rumble, more pay-per-view appearances before this one. If anything, it'd be like his third or fourth.
Okay, I didn't know when he debuted. That's why I was curious.
October 1997, so it would have to be at least his third.
Do we know that he is Undertaker's brother at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
It was implied right when he debuted. Oh my God, that's the Undertaker's younger brother.
Okay. Yeah. I thought that was a big reveal. I didn't realize that was a from the start kind of a thing.
Oh Jesus.
Oh.
I did not know.
I saw some pictures of this. I did not realize what it was though.
I didn't even know that that it was in this event. I know that Kane went ham on a casket once, but I didn't know.
That is so dangerous. That's a pickaxe.
If Undertaker's head is even a couple of centimeters up, he would be dead.
This has to be a magician's casket, right? Where he's not in there.
There has to be
he's under the ring, right?
There has to be a stage floor.
Yeah.
Where he probably went through it, got down.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe the side has a latch or something that
that would be
open it and you could roll under the ring when it was next to it. Here, can I
this? Yeah, especially now because he threw the axe down through the hole that he made with the axe. Yeah, he has to be under the stage.
Switch said, "Ain't this like when all the heels ran in when Taker versus Yoko in a casket match?" Kinda, yeah. That was Royal Rumble '94. It was kind of similar. Man, I tell you, when I was a kid, I was watching that and that pissed me off. because I was so sure the Undertaker was going to win the world title. Like nowadays, I'd be for Yokozuna, but back when I was a kid, I
Oh,
was for the Undertaker, and I was so sure he was going to win, and then they just cheated, and nobody came to help the Undertaker, which was stupid. It doesn't make sense.
Jesus
But
Christ.
yeah, it was crazy.
wow! What
Look at that
an
shit.
ending.
That's the best fire I've seen on wrestling.
That is literal fire.
Yeah.
That is fire. That's actual
Literal
fire.
and figurative fire.
And Eric Kane points out in 1990, the Undertaker's name was Kane. That is actually true.
Kane the
For-
Undertaker.
For a number of shows, he was billed as Kane the Undertaker. Yeah,
Weird. That's a good piece of trivia.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twitch said the Taker is under the ring.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's do the thing. That was a good show.
Mhm.
That
was a
was.
very good show.
Wow. I really like that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm gonna go first. Is that okay?
Well, let me give my match rating
Oh, okay.
first. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, you can go first. Go ahead.
Okay. So I don't know if you're new, we do best match, worst
Yeah.
match, and rating out of 5 bones.
5 is the best.
Yeah. Okay. You want to put this up for real quick?
Yeah, and
Okay.
then they in 1994 Royal Rumble they put 11 heels or whatever, put the Undertaker in a casket, and then they had a guy shoot up from the ground to up here and bathed in light and smoke. And it's a pretty cool effect, and dressed as the Undertaker, and that was Marty Jannetty of the Rockers, accused murderer, Marty Jannetty.
Holy.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Kay.
Okay, so best match, I'm going to main event. Like, how can you not go to the main event? Or in my opinion,
Yeah, pretty-
although maybe not everyone's going to go to the main event, but that's my best match. I don't have a worst match. Do I have to have a worst match? Because I
have to have a worst match.
I have to have a worst match.
Those are the rules. This is the thing. Best match, worst match, rating out of 5. This is what we do.
Fine. I'm gonna go. What was the tag match? It was the. I'm gonna go with
Legion of Doom and
Legion of Doom and
Legion of Doom.
Savage Outlaws.
Yeah, I feel like that wasn't much of anything.
Yeah.
Especially for it being a Legion of Doom match. No, I'm gonna go with Vader. I'm going with Vader and the artist formerly known as Goldust. Like I said, if I could pick none as the worst match, I would, because I really loved this. I'm giving the show 5 bones out of 5.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm so glad that I picked it, and I loved it.
Well, I loved you so much.
I love pay-per-views because there's not a lot of promos, and I find that delightful.
And
You guys
great
go
match.
straight to wrestling.
Yeah.
All wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and now, were you going to do your match ratings, Asa, or do you want Willie to go?
Willie, why don't you go ahead?
All right. I am going to go best match, definitely the main event. A lot of 6 spots. I loved the finish. Kane getting involved, especially that closing shot with the fire. Both men obviously are amazing every time they set foot in the ring together. I absolutely loved it. Rest in peace, Sean's back at the time. But yeah, I would say that's the best match. Worst match. Oh, that's hard. That is very hard. On paper, I would give it to the WLC 6-person tag, but no, that was actually very good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to The Rock versus Ken Shamrock because disqualification finishes are always a sin. Like that's what I always say. Get your DQ finishes off my pay-per-views. If I pay to watch a show, especially if I'm looking forward to Ken Shamrock versus The Rock and it's a DQ, give me my money back.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, yeah, so that's my worst match. Rating out of 5, I genuinely had fun with the show. It was a very good Rumble. Lots of good matches. I didn't know little people in wrestling would entertain me as much as that, but wow, they gave it their all. Kudos to those guys. I'm gonna give it 4.5 bones out of 5. I think the things that really irked me was the DQ finish.
Mhm.
And why did we have a 6-person little person tag on a
Because it was awesome.
pay-per-view? Why?
Because it was awesome, and I paid
But-
money to see awesome wrestling.
On paper, it seems meaningless.
But it wasn't in reality, which is what's
In
important.
reality, yeah, but it's still like, why? Like, it's still the question. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it 4.5 bones out of 5. It was a very good pay-per-view, very good one.
All right, Asa,
All right.
you got your
I got my match ratings here.
okay.
Opening up, we had Vader versus the artist formerly known as Goldust. This was a slower pace, and the artist formerly known as Goldust did not get in a whole lot of offense.
Yeah.
So this one, and Vader looked good though in what he did, but he couldn't carry the whole match.
Yeah.
I give that one 1.5 bones out of 5.
Ouch.
It was a rough start. Up next we had was the minis next? Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get their names right. I don't want to just call them the minis. Excuse
I
me.
can say some of them. Do you want me to say some of them while you
No.
the rest? Okay.
No.
Italian Max Mini. There was El Torito. There was
Okay.
Yeah, Tarantula.
Tarantula. There was
Nova, Mosaic, and Max Mini beat Tarantula, Battalion, and El Torito in some nice minis, 6-man lucha action, which I quite enjoyed. I give that one 4.5 bones out of 5. I enjoyed the shit out of that match. I really
that was
did.
insane, though. Yeah,
Mhm.
did not expect that.
The Rock taking on Ken Shamrock. And it was decent. It was decent. It was a wrestling match. At this point, neither of these guys has really found their wrestling personalities yet. Their styles. I mean, they look like wrestlers, but they don't. They're missing something. Rock beat Shamrock by disqualification. Like I said, just the definition of an average wrestling match. I'm gonna give it 2.5 bones out of 5.
They're missing the fire.
Yeah. Up next, we had the Rumble. Excellent Rumble. Good combination of guys. Good spots. Really did feel competitive. Felt like guys were trying to win it, which a lot of times in battle royals you don't see, especially out of the first few guys in. But people felt like they were trying to win the thing.
Yeah, I think especially more recent rumbles too, at least like in the last 15 years, it seems like that everyone's trying to throw everyone out, it doesn't seem as commonplace now.
The thing with Rumbles nowadays is especially with the first few entrants, they just want to fight each other.
Yeah.
And whenever someone tries to throw someone else over the top rope, let's say there's a third guy, the third guy will beat the hell out of the guy trying to throw the other guy out. And it's like, why? When you could have teamed up with the guy and had him eliminate, it's so dumb. They're so focused on fighting instead of eliminations until a mid card or a main event guy comes. It's so stupid.
I think now too, with the counting, it seems like the crowd cares more about who is coming out next than what's going on in the ring.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I've heard here that wasn't the case.
Because now it's so reliant on debuts and returns.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet. I know this is delving away from the topic, so it'll be as brief as possible.
You're fine.
I saw a tweet that said, name something that would ruin the Royal Rumble. And someone said, in a satire way, not a lot of returns or debuts. But it's true that the IWC cares so much about returns and debuts that, let's say, if you have all current members of the roster, all that Rumble sucked.
Yeah.
The Rumble sucked.
Yeah. It's weird.
You're totally right about that.
Yeah.
I think that's because people in the wrestling business, at least, they like change. You know, I think wrestling fans have always liked change. Now, I don't mean to the sport or anything, because we like what we like,
Mm-hmm.
and we like what we like because of a lot of very specific things.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean is that the wrestling fans like to change. They like to change whom they like. So just like back in the old days, you know, say for instance, Jake the Snake Roberts is in North Carolina territory.
Yeah.
He'd be there for 8 weeks, and then they move him before the fans can get sick of him.
Mm-hmm.
They move him to Memphis for 8 weeks,
Yeah.
and then he
Yeah.
goes out to Missouri for 8 weeks. Same principle, where you're taking people out, whether they're injured, whether they're not, and kind of just getting their face off of television for a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then re-exposing them. And people love that. And like I said, that's always been a tenet of pro wrestling,
Huh.
is that kind of constant re-debuting,
Yeah.
so to speak.
What a good explanation.
It's like,
At first, I did not know where you were going with that, but that makes like sense. You know,
where was
you
it?
just did you're talking about the Rumble.
Oh, the Rumble was awesome. 5 bones out of 5. Very
Yeah.
good Rumble. I
Oh,
enjoyed
yeah.
it very much. And then we had the world title match. Shawn and the Undertaker in a casket match. It was pretty good. Good match. Entertaining, definitely. I like seeing DX get involved and cheat, trying to keep the Undertaker from getting the belt, and
Mm-hmm.
eventually the heels did. They kept the Undertaker from getting the belt. The reason why they were there, to make you hate him even more. So when Stone Cold goes up against him, now he's getting revenge for the Undertaker too.
Yeah.
So I give 4 bones to the main event, and so I'm going worst match was Vader versus the artist formerly known as Goldust. Just plotting, not a lot happening. And the best match, I'm going for the trios luchador minis.
We're all shocked that Asa picked the luchador match as
Wow.
his
I loved it.
Yeah, no, it was
Can't
really
believe
good.
it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. That was number 1 for me. A very close number 2. Would be the Rumble itself.
Yeah.
5-bone Rumble. That's not a common
No,
thing.
No, not anymore, especially.
What's your
Not-
overall rating for the show?
Oh yeah, my overall rating for the show. Overall rating for the show. I'm gonna go with 4.5 bones. Very good show, but just we had, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we have? 6 matches, maybe total.
Didn't feel like a 6-match card. It felt more like a 4-match. Yeah.
I swear we had 6, but my point is, having 6 matches and then having Vader and Goldust on there, that hurts it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 6 matches. I think it just felt like
It was 6 matches. I was saying, like, in terms of pacing and in terms of enjoyability, it felt like a 4-match card.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. The Vader Goldust just no good. If I could rate the pay-per-view after that match, I'd probably give it 5 bones out of 5.
It's such an odd choice to open your show with that.
Yeah.
Because
It's kind of like if you want to go to the bathroom before, like, during on the start of the show, to be like, hey, you haven't seen anything yet, go.
Yeah.
If you're at the venue, go out and have a cigarette break and then come back.
Yeah.
I would have started with the minis
Minis,
match,
yeah.
no doubt, no question
I mean,
in my mind.
Even before we saw any of the show, just looking at the card, I would have expected that one to go first.
Well, especially to get the crowd all riled up, whether
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
laughing, whether they're like entertained, whether they're like, "Oh my god, this is gonna suck," you know what I mean? Get
Yeah.
the crowd riled up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because that crowd, not very reactive for a lot of the show. Very strange.
They were
Yeah.
very flat crowd, especially considering the price they that I know they paid for those tickets and the quality of the show.
Yeah.
This was when WWF, in a number of ways, in this wave at least, they were at their peak.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were putting on great show after great show, and this is just another of them before they really started heading to their second peak,
Mhm.
post Hulkamania
Mhm.
peak. Yeah, but yeah, the crowd sucked. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my point.
Crowd gets one bone.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Green Bay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you guys want to say?
No, good.
No, you want me to tell them what's coming up or what I think is coming up? So tomorrow you can join us for a collision watch along. We will start at 7:55. Same place you can find this on X, on what's it called, YouTube. And if Wolf is joining us, it also comes on his Twitch channel. Sunday you have WWE Weekly starting at 8 o'clock with Asa and Wolf.
And maybe Willy.
Oh, and maybe
Are
Willy.
you
Maybe
coming?
me. Maybe me.
Maybe. Well, okay.
What was that? So Monday Raw watch along starting at 7:55. Same places. All the shows are in the same places. Then Tuesday, the return of AEW Weekly. It's gonna happen, folks. And then Dynamite watch along on Wednesday. Thursday, we're doing, what did you say, 2006 Royal Rumble?
2006 Royal Rumble.
Very cool. And then Friday we have off, I think.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
So that's the week at No Bones About Wrestling. Willie, do you have anything you want to plug?
I think I already did that earlier on.
Oh.
But yeah, if you want to subscribe to me, Willie Does Wrestling. I put whatever live streams that I do with these guys up on the channel, so that's in the live stream section nowadays. In terms of videos that I do, minus this, I do like news. I make the universe mode. Raw's booked by me. SmackDown's booked by Wolf. And sometimes some quizzes, sometimes like pay-per-view predictions, simulations in 2K, etc. So if you want to check out all that jazz, you can go on to my channel and you can subscribe, and I'd very much appreciate that.
Cool. While you're subscribing to things, feel free to subscribe to No Bones About Wrestling and turn on your notifications. That way, if something on the schedule changes and you miss the update, you'll know that it's something's happening because you'll get a notification that we've gone live.
Or if I get a wild hair up my ass and I decide to broadcast something all of a sudden,
Yeah.
bam, you'll get a notification that I'm broadcasting. And one more place to check out our website. K Fabulous has worked very hard on it. Now, she's not a pro website maker, okay? So rein in your expectations.
Plus, I did not pick the program that I'm
enough.
using.
It's enough. But K Fabulous worked very hard on our website, and it's up and it's running now. www.nobonesabout.com.
Mhm.
And that has links to everything we've ever done, audio podcasts, video podcasts, to the very first show.
It actually also includes a section from No Bones About Horror, which is how this originally started, was with Asa doing a horror channel. And so there's stuff there, and we might start returning to some horror content sometime in the future. I'm pushing for it. But yeah, so thank you guys for joining us. Awesome having you. Thank you guys that joined us in the chat. I don't know if you guys saw, but Switch has been giving his match ratings.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys have some very similar
Let's see what he
ones.
put. Switch.
He's got Vader and Goldust with 2 bones.
2 bones.
6-man minis, 4 bones.
with an LOL.
Rock
No, no,
versus go up.
Rock versus
other way.
Shamrock.
Go.
I'm going up.
No, I mean I'm gonna move the screen up. There you go.
3.5.
Yeah, thank you.
Rock versus Shamrock, 3.5 bones. Where
Rumble 5 bones.
Rumble 5 bones.
Legion of
LOD
Doom.
versus the Outlaws 3 bones, and Taker versus HBK 4.5 bones.
Wow.
Thanks for giving
everybody
us your
liked that
insight.
better than I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Feel free to do that at the end. We love to hear what you think. It's very fun for us.
We also love when you add bones, so you're sticking to our gimmick.
Exactly, and he did.
Yeah, he did.
So I
Appreciate it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, I might not have read them, but they
Yeah.
have bones, so I read them. So yeah, that schedule that Kay said a minute ago, that is going to be up on
X.
on X. Thank you.
Mhm.
And yeah, so check it out,
Mhm.
and we will see you
Tomorrow.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Collision watch along.
Yep.
7:55. Have a good night, people.
Bye. Thank you. Wave.